Welcome YTBC to one of our great debates. Amir Khan, Kell, Brook, who's ducking who? We have over here some of the best YouTube channels in the whole of the YTBC. Everyone needs to stand up. Make sure if you've been invited, then great. If you're listening, you can leave a comment in the comment section, and maybe I'll try. We'll try listen to your comments. So, all right. So first over here we have Daz over here from the UK.
All right, man. Welcome YTBC.
Oh no, my bad.
To one of our great debates.
1 minute.
Amir Khan.
I think
who's ducking who?
Oh no, 1 minute.
Over here.
Yeah, you gotta mute yourself.
That's me. That was my fault. Don't worry about it, yeah? Alright, so introductions, yeah? So we have Daz from the UK, we have Dan the Man from the UK, Boxing Beats and Rhymes, Encyclopedia of Boxing, Ashley Knuckles, better knuckle up or get smacked down. We have Mr. Natty Turner, reggae. You are all the way from Jamaica down to America doing his thing. And you also have EJ Boxing Live, yeah, aka E Moneybags. Yeah, ready to hand it out, everyone. And we just got J Dills just jumped in right now. J Dills from the D. All right, we're ready to start. So I'm gonna first pop it off now. We already know Kell Brook, yeah, is fighting Gavin, yeah, and Bradley's gonna be fighting Porter.
We don't know that.
That's happening, right? And you know what? Nothing is wrong. Nothing is wrong.
Let's shut that down right now. We don't know that.
Before we, there's nothing. Whoever's talking, at least let someone speak. I'll try to go around one by one and let people speak when we don't cross over. Yeah, so we can get clear for the people, right? So I'm just putting out the rumors are out there. You're right now, you're putting them out what's out there. So just validating my argument. So I'm saying Kell Brook, yeah, ain't done nothing. Me, Ashley Knuckles, and who ain't here right now is trifling. We're saying that, and then most of the other YTB are against that. So I'm gonna step the stance. I was right to say what I was saying because of Kell Brook gonna be fighting Gavin. That's on bullshit. But anyway, since Natty's the most vocal, I let Natty start off. Then we're gonna go around to Natty. Then we have Ashley Knuckles, J Dills, Beats, and then moving down. So go ahead, make your case, Mr. Natty Turner.
Okay, Kell Brook hasn't fought anybody. Okay, I hear that. He only has one great opponent or good opponent on his resume, which is Shawn Porter. But his one good opponent actually happened to be one of the title holders at the welterweight division. Who has Amir Khan fought at the welterweight division to make him so freaking special? Nobody. You know what I mean? Julio Diaz. That was the special opponent, or was it Carlos Molina? That he fought both of them above the 140-pound limit. Remember that? You know what I mean? Or was it Luis Collazo? Which one? Or was it Devin Alexander coming off the ass whooping from Shawn Porter, who Kell Brook just beat? I don't know. Which one? You know what I mean? Come on, man. First you come with, man, I can't fight Kell Brook now. He hasn't fought anybody. But as soon as he has a title, I'll consider the fight. When he wins the title, he congratulates the man and said, "Hey, this fight could happen." Now all of a sudden the stipulations has changed. What is that all about? You know what I mean? This has nothing to do with Jojo Dan. This has nothing to do with Frankie Gavin. This has nothing to do with Timothy Bradley. This has nothing to do with no other fighter. It's between Amir Khan and Kell Brook. These guys are natural rivals. They've been on a collision course for at least the last 3 years. Make the freaking fight happen. And as far as Frankie Gavin, I think Frankie Gavin has another match that he's supposed to be fighting on May the 9th. You know what I mean? Until that fight gets called off or canceled, or they announce that Frankie Gavin is going to bypass all of this musical chair situation that's going on in the IBF, we can't even announce that because they're trying to put Shawn Porter in position to fight Timothy Bradley because Frankie Gavin turned down the eliminator. You know what I mean? But right before Frankie Gavin turned down the eliminator, who turned down the eliminator? Ding, 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 ding. Amir Khan. Amir Khan turned down eliminator to fight Timothy Bradley, a man that he called out in the past. All right? When they were both at 140-pound division, you were very anxious to fight him in the past. What's up now? Why can't you fight him now? And it's for a title. You claim you want Floyd Mayweather. You're obsessed with the man. Okay, you want him in the ring. Like I said in my video, what's more big of a bargaining chip than a legitimate welterweight strap around your waist? What is gonna get his attention more than that? When you go to the negotiation tables, what's gonna help you out in negotiation more than saying, "Hey, I'm the IBF champ. If you want to be undisputed, you gotta come through me." So in order to do that, you gotta take it from the man who has the strap. I don't understand. These cats are running away from championships. What's his name? Santa Cruz is running away from championships. What's the other guy in England? Frampton, Quigg. They're all running away from the belt. Talking about they're not worth my time. They're not on my level. They don't bring nothing to the table. What kind of bullshit is that? It's not like you're not gonna get the lion's share anyway. If a fight ever transpires between you and Kell Brook, everybody knows that Amir Khan is gonna get the bulk of the purse. That's no secret. I don't think Kell Brook is under any delusion that that's not gonna be the case. But he wants to fight, and you should want the fight as well, because you really carry no weight in the division. That's it. Peace. Black Bird Sugar. I'm out.
Alright, my bad. Hey, Chris Caban, I forgot to say, Chris Caban is here from North Carolina representing Duke. Just won the championship. Good up, crew. And you know I've been avoiding your phone call because you've been trying to wind me up. So I'm just letting you know that. Right? I was thinking, let's let you know. Alright, Ashley Knuckles. Burn him out. Ashley, you knuckle up, Ashley. Let's see who's Ashley Knuckles. Bring it. Go on, Ashley Knuckles. Your turn.
Alright, first of all, can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir. Everyone else needs to mute themselves so we don't get no feedback. Thank you very much. Go ahead, Ashley Knuckles. Burn them out.
All right. First of all, I like to say I echo a lot of the things that Natty was saying, and I don't want anybody by any means to think that I'm allowing Amir Khan off the hook with the choices that he's been making for his career too. I elaborated quite thoroughly in my video, but my thing is this: Kell Brook has been screaming Amir Khan's name the moment he left out of the lightweight division. And Kell Brook, the bulk of his career has took place at the welterweight limit, where there has been formidable challenges his entire time campaigning at that weight. So lo and behold, we're in 2014, 2015 roll around, and he already pulled out of 2 mandatory shots at the then IBF champ, which was Devin Alexander. Okay. Positioning himself for a belt, because he knew there wasn't no way he was going to get his hands on a title if he get in the ranking systems of the WBA and WBC, because Floyd got that belt and Floyd don't have to fight no damn mandatories. Let's just put that disclaimer out there. We all know that he calls the shots. He ain't got to fight no mandatory. They not going to strip him because they love that damn sanctioning fee. So he did the next best thing, is to go after the IBF title, where a guy who was not considered a star will take the fight, and he can actually win the fight and actually get a strap. But we all know fights are not predetermined. They still got to get in there and do that. Kudos to the man. He stepped up to Sean Porter, took his title, finally fought somebody with a recognizable name, and now he's a titleist. So lo and behold, Amir Khan, back to him, he's fought a lot of recognizable names in his career. He didn't take the Ricky Hatton route. He came across the pond early. He fought a lot of the top guys coming across the, that come along with fighting in the United States. Now, a lot of people think that fighting Amir Khan, in my argument, I'm saying it's the Amir Khan sweepstakes. No. You don't enter into the professional ranks all of a sudden fighting you as a sweepstakes. It becomes a sweepstakes based on the guys that you fight and the guys that you beat. When Floyd Mayweather was a super featherweight, even when Floyd Mayweather was a super featherweight champion, a Floyd Mayweather fight was not a sweepstakes. You are not going to make the insane money that you're making now by fighting Floyd. How did he get to that point? He had to build his resume by fighting guys, top guys after top guys after top guys, and winning until he became the superstar. You understand what I'm saying? So my thing is, I'm not saying Amir Khan just represented a lotto ticket ever since he came across the pond, fighting the Danny Garcias, fighting the Zav Judas, fighting the Lamont Petersons and all the top guys in the United States. It's what made him have somewhat of a name. And my whole thing is, he built his career based on fighting the top guys division by division. Now, yet he's in 147 pounds, ain't fought dick yet as far as the top guys. Now, granted, Collazo got a resume. He beat Rivera for the title. He almost had Hatton and Berto out. He put up a good fight against Shane Mosley until he injured himself. He won an interim title along with that world title he won against Rivera. So it's not like he hadn't been around the block before. I mean, he wasn't hot at the time Amir Khan fight him, but you know who Collazo is because you can look at his resume and be like, oh, he fought this guy, this guy, this guy. Same with Berto. He fought this guy, this, and he's on team rebuild right now. But my whole thing is this. Kell Brook got a resume based on beating guys that he's supposed to beat, wiping them out, knocking them out. He fights one guy and a solid gatekeeper, and all of a sudden, he gets to call out the big names. Now, this is my thing. You're a welterweight titleist. You ain't proved a goddamn thing at the weight, and you want to fight a dude who hasn't proved nothing at the weight. That's my whole thing. Why the fuck you trying to fight Amir Khan? He's not even a formidable, recognizable top guy at the weight that you're champion of. You've been calling this guy out since he was a lightweight. My whole thing is, why is it all about fucking Amir Khan? It's like Amir Khan or fucking bust. You know what I'm saying? Amir Khan or bust. You got Timothy Bradley out there. After you beat your mandatory, you called out Rios, Thurman, all these names. And then lo and behold, I look on the internet, you gonna fight Frankie fucking Gavin? There we go again. You bringing tomato cans out to the game. So my whole thing is this. I could easily see it from you guys' point of view. And the arguments that you guys put up indicates that you are hardcore fans because only hardcore fans keep up with the sport this intently. But my whole thing is this. I bashed Amir Khan several times over. And my whole thing is I took myself out of my own skin for a minute. I was like, let me see it from his point of view and try to see if he has some type of point. And once I got out of hating on Amir Khan, because I don't really like Amir Khan. I like his skills. I really don't like the person. But once I actually thought about what he was saying and what he did since he's been here, regardless if he lost or won, because the whole thing is, if you fight enough top guys, you're going to lose some of them fights. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know Mayweather had lost, but Mayweather is one of a kind. A lot of guys don't come to the game and just win. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys, what makes them endear them to the hardcore boxing fans and to the public is the fact that they can take a loss and bounce back. What has hindered Mayweather is he hasn't taken a loss. So he's gained a whole lot of haters because of that, and as a result, they say he hasn't fought nobody. But if you go through the resume, I beg to differ. It may not be the guys that you wanted him to fight at that time, but he fought top guys. So my whole thing is this, to Kell Brook, you're a welterweight. You've been at the weight more than Rios, more than Thurman, more than Sean Porter, more than damn near everybody who's at the top of the weight, and yet you're still fighting no-namers. Step your game up. Say fuck Amir Khan, because the whole thing, what it looked like, what Kell Brook is, he trying to cash in on that fucking Sean Porter victory. He fight one name, and now he trying to get a big fight, and that's the same shit we made videos about. These new modern type fighters fight one guy, all of a sudden they trying to cash in, and I'm saying fuck that. Step up, fight fuck Amir Khan. He not even a recognizable top guy at the weight that you're champion of. Fight somebody who got a name, who's actually established at that weight, and then fight Amir Khan. It's not like I'm saying, oh, you got to earn Amir Khan. Man, fuck Amir Khan. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying, really. So at the same time, the same thing goes for Amir Khan. Fuck Algieri. Fight another top welterweight. Prove that you belong at this weight. You haven't done that. You haven't even won a strap at this weight, and yet you calling out Mayweather. And you know, all of a sudden you want to fight Algeria, and you think everything is supposed to be peachy keen because of your resume, but your resume don't mean dick at this weight. Same thing goes for Amir Khan, but it's a sad damn day when Chris Algieri got more of a recognizable resume than fucking Kell Brook. If you look at Algieri's resume, he fought Pacquiao, yeah, he lost, he didn't get stopped. He fought Provodnikov, he fought Emmanuel Taylor, he fought Mighty Mark Arnudis. That's more names on Kell Brook's whole goddamn resume. So I'm going to go ahead and leave some more of this on the table for my partner EJ to come through and mash up your eyes, Clyde. No, let me stop, man. I'm just bullshit. But I'm going to leave. I'm going to leave it up.
Sit there. Big up Ashley. Ashley, come up.
mash up nothing.
Mash it up, man. Mash it up.
Yo, Ashley Knock would have murdered them Ross. Man. All right, I'm gonna leave it on the table, man. I'm out, man. I'm out.
All right, man. All right, moving on. We're going through the list, though. So wait, we're going through the list. All right, J Dills, you up next, man. Put your case, J. Put your case, J Dills. Everyone else mute. Go ahead, J Dills. J Dills. All right, fair enough, J Dills. You gonna miss your slot, man. Boxing Beats. Go ahead, man.
Okay, I'm unmuted. I am unmuted. Okay, to reply to Ashley Knuckles, he's talking about guys like Mike Aronatis and Emmanuel Taylor. Nah, they might the reason they resonate as somebody to you is because you live in America and you might have seen their fights on Friday Night Fight, but they don't mean nothing to us on a world level. If you're talking about Kell Brook, yeah, no, he doesn't have no recognizable elite names, but he has beat former world champions. Lovemore Endu was junior welterweight champion, right? He's beat Carson Jones, come over to the UK and took out Ryan Rhodes in upset wins, and like Carson Jones was on a win streak, right? Shevchenko, former world champion. Hector David Saldivar as a knockout puncher, that was an eliminator for the IBF welterweight crown, right? So has he pushed himself as hard as he can? No, obviously not. Obviously not. But he has put in work. And look, the whole point is, man, if I have lost 50 fights on the trot, 50 fights on the trot, all by KO, and you give me a title shot, and then I fight the pound-for-pound best fighter, and he trips over his laces, falls down, and I win the title. It doesn't matter what you want to say. I am the champion. I am the champion. Bottom line, right? So I don't know what we're doing here. Are we trying to redefine boxing? Because what you have to the precedents you're going to set is going to hurt a lot of fighters. It's kind of like Carl Froch ignoring his mandatory James DeGale and getting away with it. Fair enough. He can afford to do it because, yeah, he's got resumes, Carl Froch, the warrior. Fair enough. But at the same time, what if Keith Thurman wants to cash in against Floyd and he says, well, I'm a champion too? Floyd is like, oh, fuck your belt. That's all what people are going to say. F your belt. Sorry to swear, right? F your mandatory. F your interim. F your belt. I'll just do what I want. You know? And that doesn't seem right to me, right? And, you know, look, all this A side and B side, unless you're an exceptional fighter, it doesn't really have much weight. Fighters rarely go into a fight with equal resumes. Some fighters have better resumes, but like Khan, they've lost their way a little. They're trying to reestablish themselves. Kell Brook is just beginning his journey, you know? He's beginning his journey. So that's how it's called crossroads. Boxing is built on crossroads fight. The prospect is trying to beat the other established fighter. And, you know, Khan should be relishing the chance to get back on the bike and have a massive fight in the UK. I mean, Knuckles is saying F Amir Khan. Yeah, I understand that. But this fight has been building up for years from the ringside in Sky Sports. From when they sparred, I think when Kell was an amateur. It's been building up for a long time. It's a massive fight in the UK. I've had casuals who are talking to me about this fight, asking why don't Khan want the fight? You know? And all Khan has done, right? Khan hasn't helped himself. All Khan has done is made Kell Brook look like Superman, when Kell Brook is not Superman. Khan has helped Kell Brook take fights like Frankie Gavin, because how it's looking to a lot of casuals is that, oh yeah, well, all Brook's been doing is calling out Khan and he hasn't fought him, so he has to take this alternative, Frankie Gavin, which is some bullshit because Keith Thurman didn't have a fight. But this is what ducking does. Ducking builds a climate of ducking. When Carl Froch ducked James DeGale, right, he set a precedence for boxing in the UK for this to happen. Khan is jumping on the back of that. He's saying, well, if Froch can do it and he's ranked higher than me, I can do it. So this is what we get. And that's what we deserve for encouraging it, you know? And that's my first, you know, line of defense. That's my first line.
Well said, Boxing Beats and Rams. Hey, man, everyone's making some good points here. We keep it moving. UK Daz, you up next, bro.
Yo, y'all hear me?
Yeah, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, man. I'll try to be brief, you know, because everyone's pretty much said everything. I agree with Ashley Knuckles. Kell Brook's resume isn't great. You know, Carson Jones, Senchenko, Porter, not great. But he is a legitimate champ, so people have to respect that. Khan is more established. However, I'm against Khan because Khan is just contradicting himself. You know, he talks about being a big star and he wants to be in the Floyd Mayweather sweepstakes. You know, he's obsessed with Floyd. So what better way to get there than Kell Brook? He's a pay-per-view fight in the UK, a stadium filler, 80,000 stadium. It's bigger than Frotch Rose because it's real beef and they're both established names worldwide. A career high payday, a title, a legitimate title. I mean, it gives him everything. What is Algeria going to give him? That's no problem. You can't say all those things and go and fight Chris Algieri. And everyone says, all right, Gavin's going to be fighting Khan. Gavin's going to be fighting Kell Brook. But Kell Brook would fight Khan if he wouldn't fight Gavin Kell Brook wouldn't fight Gavin if Khan was available. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'll keep it real brief. I think there's more cons to fight Kell Brook than Algieri. So I think he's contradicting himself, man. That's all. That's my points.
All right, well said. That's well said. That's Chris Caban, North Carolina, man. Stand up, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, Duke in the house. Yeah.
Where you at, bro? Where you at? Where you at? Yo,
He's
Errol,
muted.
what's happening? Is he muted?
Yeah.
What's happened to Errol?
I don't know. Errol muted his thing.
What's going on? Chris is talking, man. Oh, sorry, Chris. Oh, my bad. Oh, my
You
bad.
muted yourself.
No, yeah, I know what it was. My bad, because Chris is over on Skype. Chris, do it again, my boy. North Carolina, stand up. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, I just never heard back in the day. You never heard a challenger act like he was the world champion. You just never heard that. He's not on my level, dude. The only time he was on the only time Amir Khan was on pay-per-view was Floyd Mayweather undercard. He's not a big household name like he think he is, and he doesn't got the resume. He fought what's his name, Diaz, and got put on the canvas twice. Some people thought he lost that fight. He doesn't have the resume at 147 to be running his mouth like that, in my opinion.
You finished?
Yeah, I'm finished, and I'm gonna get on you later about this.
Yeah, I know. All right, it's my turn. EJ Boxing Live, Transformer. I'm transforming right now into E Money bags right now. I'm bringing the pain to you, right? All right, so let's start this. Let's start this shit right now. I ain't trying to swear. I don't know no one else to swear as well. We try and keep it down. Everyone be respectful. No one jump in until Natty. Mute yourself. Yes, Natty. Yeah, mute yourself. Natty's ready to jump in on me, blood. All right. So this is where we start now. Everyone was saying, that okay, so Kell's fighting Frankie Gavin because of Khan. I'm saying nah, brethren. Nah, brethren. He likes easy touches. He came out, Kell Brook we're talking about here, trying to say that he's fighting a big fight. This is going way back, right? And the big fight he was decided to, right? Him and Eddie Hearn said we're going to fight a real big name from America, was Carson Jones. And everyone knows, no one knows Carson Jones. If you're going to fight a big name in America, and you came to America, by the way, and fought a Puerto Rican guy, why would you fight Carson Jones? You've been taking soft touches all the time. Ashley Knuckles knows, and I know that you're looking for the easiest guys. You've been in the welterweight division for the longest, but yet you keep fighting layup guys, easy guys, and that's why you want to fight Khan. Let me move on. So when you fought, the Carson Jones, you didn't even freaking lost the fight, and Carson, he wasn't even a ranked name from Oklahoma. No one even knows who Carson Jones is. And Eddie Hearn goes, oh, Carson Jones was right, tough guy, and he gave Khan the biggest fights and this and that. But in America, no one knows who Carson Jones is. Carson Jones made his name in the UK fighting Kell Brook because he gave him such a hard fight. In the rematch, I interviewed Carson Jones. They were supposed to come in the weight limit at 147, right? Did Kell come in that? No. Kell came in at 154, even 160 tonight. But Carson couldn't go back to Oklahoma. He needed the payday. And if you see the fight, look at Kell Brook because he knew if he came in big, I have an advantage. So he came in, he blew out Carson Jones. Carson took it on his lip. So you see what happened when Carson went against bloody Brian Rhodes and took him out? Yeah, blatantly because he knew what games they were playing, right? Let me move on, right? So now with Kell Brook. So now he goes in the fight with Shevchenko, who already stopped already. So you already know Kell was the favorite. And don't forget, yeah, don't forget he fought bloody Matthew Hatton. Matthew Hatton. Come on, man. These are the dudes he's fighting, bro. And he's been in the, like Ashley Knuckles said, he's been in the welterweight division longer than anyone else, bro. Longer than anyone else. And these are the credible names you've got on your resume. All right, so he beats up Shevchenko, right? Beats up Shevchenko, fine. All right, fine. A former champion, all right. Now we move on. All right, so we go in the Porter fight. He barely even got out of that fight, bro. He barely even, you know what, yeah, a lot of people, Kell probably wanted by 2. All right, Kell. Everyone needs to mute yourself. There's no talking. Like when someone's talking, everyone has to mute. Dan the man, I'll mute you for now, yeah, and then you just jump in a bit, right? So everyone does things, right? All right, so where was I now? Can't lose my concentration. All right, so basically he goes in and fights Sean Porter, and he barely even wins that fight. Everyone knows that fight was very tight, and in America, no one actually thought he was gonna win it. Even him, he was like, "Oh man, we won the fight. We're so excited." And then the first guy you go for, you're calling out Amir Khan. Why, bro? It's the same thing. You're looking for the easiest touches, bro. What kind of world champ? You're a world champion. In fact, why are you calling out anyone, yeah? People should be coming to you, bro. But you're going to go for Amir Khan, and Amir Khan's been in lightweight, 140. He ain't even like Ashley Knuckles said, he's not even established at the weight class, bro. And you're looking to go for him, and he's got better names on his resume than you have. From when he was a silver medalist back in the Olympics, he's been fighting the top names all the while, bro. I don't care if people talking about Zab Judah. I blatantly picked. That was a pay-per-view fight, by the way. I ain't muted. Am I muted? Someone muted me? No, I'm not muted. Right, that was a pay-per-view. That was a pay-per-view fight, by the way, right? And like I paid for, I thought Zab was gonna win. That was on Premier Sports over it. So Khan is a pay-per-view star, right? He's had 3 pay-per-views, by the way. Paul McCluskey, Zab Judah, and the Danny I think the Danny Garcia was a pay-per-view. That was a pay-per-view as well. So don't tell me that he ain't pay-per-view. Khan's big over here. Khan is as big as Hatton. Yeah, I don't care. Khan is big. Everyone knows who Khan is. You can talk to anyone outside, like anyone in this casual. They know who Amir Khan is, whether you hate him or dislike him. You know who he is. He's the biggest draw. He deserves the lion's share. And if he's trying to say Kell Brook, right? If he's trying to say Kell Brook should fight another opponent, I agree with him. And they go, we're fighting. Now he's forced to fight fucking Frankie Gavin. Are you serious? You come here, put people there. There's Furman. There's loads of guys in the weight class he could fight, man. And he's going after Frankie Gavin, a layup. Frankie Gavin in his last fight, if you saw the fight, you laugh your head off. Frankie Gavin is terrible. Why didn't Kell Brook, listen to this right now, this came to my mind right now, as a genius that I am, yeah, E-money bags. Why didn't he go after Bundu? Why didn't he fight Bundu? Bundu done beat his teammate fucking Lee Bird, he stopped him, and he beat the shit out of Gavin. Why didn't he go after Bundu? Someone says, I don't know what to speak about that in your mind. He goes after the weakest cow. Amir Khan is the weakest. That's what Amir Khan said. They make another game, make another name, and I'll fight you. So what if Amir Khan doesn't want to take him straight? Amir Khan has got his own ambitions. He wants big names. To him, Kell's not on name. If you fight, maybe if Kell, like I said before, fights Marcus Madonna, right, or goes against give Porter a rematch. Okay, but Porter's gonna go on against Bradley. At least Bradley's got a fight now. So that's that. So they're all wrapped up. Keith Thurman's available. You know what I'm trying to say, bro? Like, this guy's looking for the weakest touch of his Kell Brook, and I don't rate him no more, right? I'm rolling. Hey, Khan. It's not like I'm a big fan of Khan, but I had to listen to what the guys and actually what Khan said was truth, and I'm rolling with Khan. Me and Ashley Knuckles knuckled up and bum on your blood clot. So next person come along, yeah? Bring me. Hey, Daz, man. Dan the man. Sorry, Dan the man. You next, man. Go ahead, Dan the man. Dan the man.
Yeah,
All right. Dan the man. All right, Dan the man, you missed it. J Dills, nah, J Dills is gone. All right, so we're gonna go back again. Who's that, Chris? What about
that? Them fights wasn't pay-per-view in the United States. Them fight you
I know
they
were Chris.
HBO.
Hey, Chris, I already know that already. I already put it out. I said in the UK.
Yeah.
Hey, Natty, you're next. Natty, you're next. We go around the circle again. Go ahead, Natty. You'll go. Go ahead, Natty.
Hey, blood. That's not no proper pay-per-view. Okay? First of all, those are not no real pay-per-view. What y'all deal with?
I paid £25, Natty. That's paper. I paid £25.
Hey, you waste your money upon that. You should have streamed it.
I thought Zab was gonna win. Honestly, I thought Zab was gonna win. Seriously. But go ahead, Natty. Make a case, Natty. Go ahead.
Look, man, the case has really been made already. The case has really been made already, but we're talking about Frankie Gavin and all of this shit. The point is this. This is the point. If Amir Khan is so willing to fight what do you call it? Chris Algieri. If Chris Algieri is a legitimate opponent that you will come on YouTube or anywhere and announce as your next opponent, how can you consider a IBF champion not worthy to fight you? That is the conversation that we're on right here. We're not talking about whose resume is better. We all know that Khan's resume is better. As a matter of fact, how many amateur fights did Amir Khan have, and how many amateur fights did Kell Brook have? From what I understand, Kell Brook had no real amateur career. Is that correct or not? You from England, you tell me. No real amateur career. Less than 100 fights, if my memory serves me correctly.
Go ahead, Natty, man. Burn. I'm not
right. Less than 100 fights. So if he's taking a few soft touches on the come up, just like Canelo did, you know what I mean? And now he's really starting to get into his stride, starting with a Sean Porter fight, and he had to take that mandatory. He had to take that mandatory, or he's gonna lose the strap because he doesn't carry the weight that Floyd Mayweather has. He had to take the mandatory. He's gonna lose the strap that he just got. You know what I mean? And we keep on talking about this Frankie Gavin fight. Let's not put that out there yet. The fight is not made. Frankie Gavin is penciled in to fight some South African dude right now. But the fact is, if you're gonna fight anybody else, if you're gonna, especially a Chris Algieri who is just coming on the scene, I mean, Emmanuel Taylor is okay. But his only real legitimate fight is against Ruslan Provodnikov, and the only reason why we're bigging up Ruslan Provodnikov because he almost killed fucking Timothy Bradley in the ring. But before that, he was losing to Mauricio Herrera, and Ruslan Provodnikov didn't really have no big resume behind him. You know what I mean? Ruslan Provodnikov is a come forward, one-handed fighter for the most part. You know what I mean? So if you can box, you probably could outbox a Ruslan Provodnikov. But people like him because he's exciting and he punches hard and he knocks people out and he's relentless. But don't act like Ruslan Provodnikov was just this killer, okay? This is major killer. But this is the only guy that Chris Algieri has fought. And you're telling me that Chris Algieri is worthy of your time. You're telling me that, and Kell Brook is not. You're telling me that Carlos Molina is worthy of your time, but Kell Brook is not. You're telling me that Julio Diaz is worthy of your time, but Kell Brook is not. You know what I mean? You're telling me that a Devin Alexander, who's on his comeback trail after getting his ass beat, like I said before, by Sean Porter, is worthy, but Kell Brook is not. I don't see that. You know what I mean? I don't see that. Especially, you're in the UK. You know what I mean? I've heard many people from the UK say this. This is one of the most talks about fights over there. Nobody's talking about, if Khan is well known, nobody's talking about Khan matched up with nobody else but Kell Brook. Nobody cares about Khan versus Chris Algieri or anybody else. And even if he doesn't want to fight Kell Brook, he's been offered a fight with a top 5 pound-for-pound guy in Timothy Bradley. At least a top 10, and he rejected the shit. How can we, what are we talking about here? This is a case where the man does not want to fight this particular opponent. Has nothing to do with how big he is or how worthy he is to fight him. He does not want to fight that guy. He does not want that China to break. That's it. That's all I got to say, man.
That's it, folks.
All right. Now, hey, Ashley Knuckles, go ahead, Ashley Knuckles. Your turn, bro.
All right. Like I said, y'all making great points, and a lot of it, I'm with you. It's not like I'm on Team Con around this mug. I think the route that he taking is some bitch ass moves that he making. You know what I'm saying? But my whole thing with Kell Brook is this. Matter of fact, before I even get to Kell Brook, we already have heard to the umpteenth power that the Khan versus Brook fight in the UK is the biggest fight to be made over there, and I agree. I know that. I mean, it's just it's a hometown rivalry. Make me wish Junior Witter would have fought Ricky. I mean, I'm sorry. Make me wish Ricky Hatton would have fought Junior Witter back when that was a real hot fight that we really missed out on, that we craved as boxing fans. But my whole thing, and you know, I want to see Khan fight Kell Brook. It's not like I'm saying, hey, Khan, don't fight him. I want him to fight him, but as far as Kell Brook, I want it to be. I don't want it to be all about Amir Khan, because only thing that come out of his mouth outside of him winning last week is Amir Khan. It's like Amir Khan or fucking bust, and I'm sick of that shit because there's so many guys out there, and he's making no attempt to fight somebody else. If you really want to make Amir Khan look like a bitch, fight a top guy that's at least on the top level of the welterweight division. Make it hit home that you fighting all these top guys, and Amir Khan is running from you because he know what's gonna happen. But he don't look for a tomato.
My bad. Hey, Ashley Knuckles, my bad. You're muted, yo. My bad. Unmute yourself now, Ashley. My bad. Go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
like I said,
go ahead.
It seemed like for Kell Brook, it seemed like it's all about Amir Khan. If he can't fight Amir Khan, the first thing he do is go to his local supermarket, go down the canned good aisle, and pick up the first tomato can he see. That's who he fights. If it's not all about Amir Khan, go after some of these other top guys out here. Why is it's Amir Khan or bust? And I'm like, now you have a title, you have a strap, you have a lot of not, I don't want to say parody. That's not the right word. You got a lot of ammo on your side in terms of negotiating fights with these other guys. And you got guys that's willing to fight you. Keith Thurman, like Beat said in the throwback video, have gloves, will travel. Keith Thurman ready to get on that bird. He ready to hop on that bird and go across that pond. He already said he'll fight you. Timothy Bradley, he'll fight anybody. Brandon Rios been in several videos saying Cameron Duncan is trying to get me Kell Brook. You got all these guys saying that they want to fight you, and I'm not seeing no attempt on y'all's on Team Brook's behalf to go after everybody else. If he don't fight Amir Khan, he only trying to stay busy. And I'm like, he got a resume full of stay busy fights. It's time to shit or get off the fucking pot. You got a title, start fighting these top guys. Fuck Amir Khan, man. If he ain't gonna fight you, then fuck him. You gotta fight somebody else. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep fighting the Frankie Gavins of the world, the JoJo Dans. Yeah, he tough, but he's nobody. It is the way it is. You can't keep fighting the Matthew Hattons, because guess what? Your point is not him hitting home. Everybody, all the fighters know who you are over here. All the fighters know who you are, and they want to face you. So what's holding it up? I mean, goddamn, get your ass over here and fight, or make it appealing enough to guys to come and fight you, because they're all willing to fight you. Why is it? My whole thing is, I'm gonna let somebody else talk. Why is it Amir Khan or bust? If he don't fight Amir Khan, he gonna fight a tomato can. Amir Khan is not even established at that weight. He's only a money fight because he's a marquee name. But you're a welterweight champion. When are you gonna fight legitimate, established welterweights at that weight? Because you've been there longer than everybody else. Yet everybody else got a better resume. That's my point right there. It's not about Amir Khan. I can give a damn about Amir Khan. And I'm going to bash him up too if he fight Algieri. But my whole thing is, I'm not overlooking Kell Brook. He's not innocent in this shit. That's my whole point.
Yeah. Here. I agree. Go ahead, Boxing Beats. Make it case.
Okay, let's do this, man. Well, look. When Broner was calling out Matisse, Maidana,
Get him.
for some reason, everybody said, shut up, Broner. We don't like you, Broner. So I don't know what these young fighters are supposed to do. Call them out or just, I don't know, try and make everyone like them. When K9 tries to get defenses and gets Kota, oh, bullshit match. And the guy he beat, Carlos Molina, nah, don't fight him. So basically, we're trying to say these belts are not necessary. So maybe we should just get rid of the belts and everything, you know, because like no one's obeying the rules to interims, mandatories, or belts or anything. Challengers are acting like champions when they don't have nothing. They're not Floyds, they're not Cottos, they're not Barreras. Them guys could walk around without straps and make fights. Like, you know, Barrera did that after he beat Morales. Not many guys can do that. You need a resume. Khan doesn't have it, right? You keep saying, Errol, you're all about the place. Because 1 minute you said Khan is bigger than that, and then you're saying Brook only wants him because he's a soft touch. Which is it? Is he King Kong or is he, you know what I mean, pussy galore? I don't know, right? Listen, Khan only made $600,000 against Devin Alexander. So I don't know if anyone can break down his purses. Does he have multi-million dollar purses? I'm not sure if he has them. $5 million is the biggest purse he would have ever earned. And one thing, none of you guys who supported Khan's case, you haven't come up with no alternative fights for Khan, right? The only viable fight for Khan with big money, right? A domestic clash with big bragging rights with Brook. You guys ain't come up with no alternatives. Yeah? You want to talk about his Olympic record, you want to talk about his light welter. Look at boxing like it's, all right, since we don't have a league structure, look at it like seasons. Amateur season's gone, right? You can talk about his amateur record when he's retired or whatever to weigh up his whole body of work. But his amateur record and his light welterweight record, what does that do for us trying to fix up boxing in 2015 in the welterweight division? It does nothing. It does nothing at all. It means nothing. Yeah? Since when did Amir Khan start scanning people's resumes? What is he, box rec? What is he trying to, what? Is he a rankings organization? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. You know? He doesn't have no Sky box office. You keep talking about these pay-per-views, right? He don't have no Sky box office at all. He's never did box office. Right? Tony Bellew had pay-per-views. Let's boast about that. Tony Bellew and Nathan Cleveland. Let's boast about that too. Yeah? Eddie Murphy would put his pet cat and mouse in pay-per-view if he can get away with it. Right? That's what he would do. Right? And I want to ask a few people, right? If 68 Triumphant is listening, right? He was dismissing the IBF belt, saying that it's a crap belt, it don't mean nothing. Listen, Don Curry, Lloyd Hunnigan, Felix Trinidad, Zab Judah, and Floyd Mayweather have all held the IBF belt. The belt has lineage, it's a valued belt, it's just as important. Just because Floyd said it's the green belt and that's the belt. Look, just stop getting caught up in slogans. The IBF belt that Kell Brook won is a valued belt. It's a good bargaining tool to get yourself in the game, and that's my case state.
Alright, your beats. Just to let you know, the Brady Prescott and the Amir Khan fight was pay-per-view, by the way. And if you want to go, I paid for that myself. So if you want to check that, you can go ahead and check that, but that was a pay-per-view fight, so let's let you know. Alright? Dan the man, because you know you there, I know you want to get in. And that, let me actually, Daz, go ahead, Daz.
Yo.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Yeah, good. Right, I mean, I don't think the resume is relevant in this scenario, man. I just think Khan's in the wrong. And also, Kell Brook is an up-and-comer. When you're an up-and-comer, you're not going to have a great resume. If you look at all the best welterweights coming up, Keith Thurman, Porter, Errol Spence, Saddam Ali, you know, they're great fighters, but the resumes ain't great at the moment. And when Kell Brook first started, he was with Frank Warren. And Frank Warren likes to protect his fighters. Okay, and also Kell Brook has some outside the ring issues which prevent him from stepping up sooner. So what they did basically, when Eddie Hearn signed him up, they got him in there with Carson Jones, Senchenko, just to see if he's the goods. And then finally he went to, you know, America and fought a guy everyone's afraid of in Porter. You know what I mean? So it's not his fault. His resume is garbage. He will get there, but he's trying to get a big name, and that's Khan. You understand what I'm saying? Not everyone is. Khan got in from the hype from the Olympics when he was 17, so he got the exposure straight away. So it's not Kell Brook's fault to the extent that his resume is garbage, man. But I don't think that's even the point. I just think the money, the career high payday, the pay-per-view, the Wembley Stadium. I can't see how Khan's turning this down, man. That's why I think he's in the wrong. And that's all I've got to say about that.
All right, man. Thanks, Daz. Chris Caban. Chris Caban.
Yo, I'm back.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
It ain't like Kell Brook didn't try to fight nobody before Porter. Everybody forgetting Devin Alexander got hurt, and he had to wait around. And then Devin happened to lose to Porter, but he was. I don't think he's trying to avoid other guys. But Khan, in the meantime, he's trying to fight Algieri. Algieri just got destroyed by Pacquiao. Who wants to see that fight? And Algieri don't even fight at 147, really. People, it's a lot of factors involved. I think both of them may be wrong, but I think it's more Khan.
Errol,
Khan had more.
What up, Beats?
Man, it's getting a bit rigid. Can't we just all go at
No. Let people say that, then we can get into it. There's plenty of time for that, bro. Yeah, go ahead, Chris.
Let Beats finish what you were saying.
No, finish what you're saying, Chris.
I just finished it though, yeah. Go ahead, Beats.
No. Let me conduct this, right? I'll make sure everyone get their points up before we get into that. Because the thing is, yeah, when I open it up, people will be talking over us. Let's make sure everyone got their points across and everyone got their points out. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, we're just gonna be talking over each other, and it's bad for the people listening. Beats, unmute yourself for a second, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, Beats. There's some questions in the comment section. So if you got time and you look into the comment section, you can read some of the people because they have some valid points in there. Like you want to read out if you don't mind, I appreciate that, yeah. Right? The thing is, yeah, everyone's got valid points we're putting out. It shows the knowledge and the different views that everyone's putting across. So no one's always gonna be on the same side, yeah. But like I said in the day, yeah, like look, there's two sides of everything. Everyone's putting their work on. So good thing, good solid debate, clear for everyone understanding. So we keep going on. I think Beat's gonna read the questions out. Alright, after Beach reads the questions out, and then we're gonna go into a free for where everyone's can just put their little things in. Go ahead, Beach.
Okay. We have Bex Rider 1. EJ cracking me up, laughing out loud. Khan as big as Hatton laughing my ass off. I mean, Hatton fought Mayweather, man, and Austin too. Right, Copper, and he says, LOL. Bex Rider 1 said the big hitters are out tonight. We're blood at.
Yeah, we're blood at. We're blood boxing now. Go ahead, Beast.
No, Kell Brook will destroy Amir Khan, says RTO WWE fan. He says that. Joe Blogs, I want to know who Khan fought to get the Barrera match when he was coming off a loss to Prescott, and where he's coming from when he says the champion has a resume to call his bluff. After saying he would fight Brook when he beat a name or when Brook won a title. The more stipulations and demands after he did what Khan said, he should surely get in the ring with it. You know? Want me to keep going, or?
No. When you ask a question, you can reply to the question. Hey, you guys can unmute.
You guys can reply to the.
You guys can reply to the questions that he's putting them up.
I'll keep going. If you guys want to intervene on someone's.
Yeah.
Okay.
He fought nobody to get that fight.
No, he didn't. He didn't fight nobody to get that Barrera fight.
I answer that. Nobody. But now he's trying to call shots.
He was a lightweight them times there, but go on.
Yeah, it's true, but people always.
And Barrera was an established champion.
Barrera was done by then. Barrera was done by then.
But he was a name. He was a name.
I'm the same, but it was Khan. It was look. End of the day, they put a name. Chris, you need to
A lot of people think Khan is just a knockout away from being done his damn self.
Listen, bro, this is when he was undefeated. He beat, but I think actually was it on a comeback? Was it on a comeback? No, I think it was it was yeah, I think it was on a comeback when he fought Barrera. But hey, look, it just happened. Barrera was a good name in his resume. Move on, Beats. Go ahead.
Okay. Joe Blogs, he says this is what Khan is on about. Yes, he has a belt. So what? Fight Porter again in a rematch. As I had Porter winning the fight. Fight McDonald or Thurman, prove yourself. Drop fights like Gavin and Rios won't get you a Khan fight. A Mayweather fight or a Pacquiao fight. Brook's resume is very, very poor. He has only one name for 33 fights. That is a joke. I agree with Khan 100%. Why should Khan give Brook a payday when the guy hasn't fought? Mentioning guys like Gavin or Rios prospects. It's like his whole career.
What? Is he mentioning Khan, Mayweather, and Pacquiao in the same sentence?
Yes, he sure did.
He's out of his damn mind, whoever that is.
He's on that level, man.
See, I mean, he's knowing I can name lots of things.
That's the delusion right there.
Yeah. He was big as Bruno.
In Kell's defense, he's been chasing the Khan fight over Jews, so I don't really blame him for trying to go out of his other Jew anyway.
Go ahead, Dan, man, because you ain't said nothing. Like, I've been trying to get you in for the longest. Go ahead, make your case, man. Make your case, please.
Yeah, can you hear me? Is my connection all right?
Yeah. Go ahead. It's all right for now. Go ahead, Dan. Make you go. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, like, to be honest, obviously he hasn't got a good resume and everything, but I kind of have his back in this Khan thing, because Khan's going around saying that he's not worthy, he's not this, he's not that. But then look at the guys that he's actually going out and fighting. I mean, I want to give him a payday, but instead of doing that, he's pretending like he's not worthy of the fight. Then he's fighting Chris Allen and getting smacked up by some of these guys as well. He's not coming out looking good against them. Yeah. He's got no grounds to say that hey, you should just be honest about it. Then I'll be able to respect him a lot more.
Yeah.
Okay.
Boxing is a very boxing is a very organic sport. Yeah? Very organic. It's not like we're talking about FA Cup where you have to win 6 games. No matter what in the FA Cup, you have to win a certain amount of games like the other team who you're going to meet in the final. Boxing ain't like that. Boxing is more organic, you know. Like you don't just weigh up resumes. I mean, if we was talking about Kell and Amir being a blatant mismatch, like Kell shouldn't be in the ring. Fair enough. It's not. It's a competitive fight for Britain. It's a big fight. People want to see. There's good money at stake. There's an IBF belt. How many world champions do we have in the UK? People saying that the belt don't matter. How many world champions? This is a viable fight. It's not happening, but there's no good excuses for why Khan is not taking the fight. There just isn't.
Exactly.
All right, Beats. Thanks for that. Thanks, Dan. Beats, go on to the next question then.
Okay. Nabs Mo, he says, Joe Blogs, it took 10 years for Brook to get a mandatory shot. It takes 2 or 3 years maximum. Khan got the #1 with the WBC, with 1 fight in the 147 division. Khan is a level above, but do you see the level difference? Khan is a household name, and if Mayweather had to choose between Khan, Brook, or Triple G, he would pick Khan any day, simply because his name carries more weight. He has proven himself and has a big fan base.
That's right. I agree with him. What's that guy's name?
Media-wise, he's a level above. Popularity-wise, he's a level above. Fighter-wise, he's not a level above. And this is boxing.
Agreed.
This isn't a popularity. I don't even agree with that argument.
I agree with it, man.
I agree with Dan the man. He's not a level above. He doesn't hold any strap in the weight division. That supersedes everything. This is boxing, not Miss America. You know what I'm saying? Or Miss UK.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Go ahead.
He's not even that popular.
Hey, Ashley, where you at, man? The bomb
numbers.
Where you at? Go ahead. The Diamond Man in the night.
Dan, you're going to have to fix that connection a little, man.
It's pretty bad, Diamond Man.
It's that phone. It's the Android phones. It's having trouble.
Mute me, man. Mute me.
All right. Good. Dan, the fast way. Yeah. Most of them get so okay.
My question is very important. So do take the liberty to answer it. Who can Kell fight next who will give him a big payday other than Khan? While who can Khan fight next who will give him a payday next other than Kell?
Whose question was that from?
Card Rehab.
He said, who should... Say it again, because I didn't hear clearly. Go ahead.
He says, my question is very important, so do take the liberty to answer it. Who can Kell fight next, and who will give him a big payday other than Khan? While who can Khan fight next, who will give him a big payday other than Kell? And please discuss multiple possible opponents for both, okay? This is what I've said. No one's come up with no alternative fights that will make any sense. So let's answer that.
There are multiple competitive fights, but as far as big payday fights, they don't exist outside of each other.
See, because we've done a lot of discussing about Kell's resume and what he needs to do. Let's discuss what Khan needs to do. What, Chris Algieri? Is that it? All right, let's discuss.
Nope. Not even Adrian Broner would do it for him. Not even.
What's wrong with the Adrian Broner fight? And what's wrong with the Algieri fight anyway? There's nothing wrong with it.
Oh, come on, man.
Nah.
You think he should bypass?
One minute.
Bypass the title to fight Algieri.
Alright, why don't we go at Pacquiao? Why didn't we go at Pacquiao when he was fighting Algieri? But yeah,
what I'm saying is, you're saying
if it's good enough for Pacquiao. If it's good enough for Pacquiao, why isn't it good enough for Pacquiao?
And we did go at Pacquiao, by the way.
I didn't hear no one. I never heard no video.
Nobody wanted to see Pacquiao fight Algieri. Watch my prediction video. Go back and watch my prediction.
No, listen, you know why? Because a lot of people, and listen to this, a lot of people, yeah, and myself, I thought Algieri would win the fight, so I didn't have no problem with that fight. So I didn't make no problem with it. And I haven't got no problem with Algieri fighting Khan. It's just that, yeah, he could fight someone else. He could lose that fight. Algieri is not easy to fight. He's fighting.
Not welterweight though.
Look what you're saying though. Look what you're saying. You're saying he should bypass a championship belt to fight Chris Algieri.
Yeah.
That doesn't make any sense, man.
Hold on a minute. He was gonna fight. Hold on 1 minute. So what you're trying to say is, so this is the same Amir Khan who bypassed Devin Alexander so he can fight Floyd Mayweather. So what are you talking about? He's done it before. He's done it before.
Why are we continuing to condone the shit?
No, he's done it before. No one condoned. No one. He's done it before. He blatantly didn't want to fight Devin. Right? He was supposed to fight Devin. He said, "Nah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm going." So he's done it before. He's being consistent. He's being consistent.
We are continuously okay in that shit. And he kind of redeemed himself. That's not because he fought Devin and beat.
I haven't got a problem with it though. I haven't got a big problem with it because he's being consistent. He did it with Devin, right? When he went to fight Floyd, and he's doing it again because he wants to try. What? I haven't got no problem in fighting that. He's trying to get Floyd with Pacquiao and Floyd, and then that's what he's trying to do. So what? I don't understand that.
Gonna get him there.
But what it was good enough for Pacquiao.
Algieri gonna get him there.
It's good enough for Pacquiao.
Errol. Pacquiao is a different level, man. Those guys, they set their own rules, man.
How did Algieri even? What did Algieri do to get in touch with Pacquiao?
Boxing is an important.
He beat Ruslan
No, he didn't beat Ruslan. Args beats if he won that fight. Args beats if he won that fight.
Don't ask Beats, ask you because you won that fight, and so do I. But don't bring Beats into it. Don't bring Beats into it. Me and you agree that he won that fight.
I'm trying to be slick. I'm trying to be slick. You say.
But try to win the argument by any means.
Go ahead, Chris.
Beats said Algieri won the Beats said Provodnikov winning the fight, man.
That's Beats, not you.
Well, I'm just saying, like, Args Beats, isn't it? Now he's licking it. Now he's on me, you know that. Now he's gonna let it go, bro.
You ain't gonna hear me.
Yeah, go ahead, Beats, man. Go ahead.
It's an involving process, yeah?
Yeah.
And based on circumstances. Pacquiao was coming off a knockout. Algieri had just got the lucky decision against Provodnikov.
You hear that? Lucky.
Right? He fought Pacquiao.
The Beats, not you.
He got exposed. He was on the floor 5 times and didn't win a round. And I got a video saying that this was cherry picking for Manny Pacquiao. So that's looking at it in hindsight. Algieri is not a good opponent. He's not a good opponent, right? And I'm going to use your argument. Because when you've been arguing for Khan, you keep talking about the amateur record. Well, Frankie Gavin was a better amateur than Khan. How about that?
That'd be stupid. He would not be stupid. How's he a better amateur than Khan?
He won the world.
Wait, are you talking about he's a silver medalist in the Olympics? How's that better amateur?
Championships, bro.
World champ. What, you trying to say if you win the world champ, that's better than winning a medal in the Olympics? Are you serious?
Some equal setting.
They're not equal. They're not equal at all.
If he won the gold in the world champ,
when you win the world, no. Everyone knows when you win the Olympics, that sets your career on to do things in the pros. That helps us a good platform. What are you talking about here? Don't try that. At 17,
the competition is the same.
No, yes, at 17. No, I'm not having that one. Wait, at 17. Nah, bro, don't.
When Usain Bolt,
Frankie Gavin couldn't even make the weight. The man won the world championship. The man won the.
He got a silver medal.
Listen. Wait. After he done that, he didn't turn pro until he beat Mario Kindling. The man was upset. He wasn't turning pro until he beat Mario Kindling. And furthermore, Frankie Gavin, when he got the world, when he became best in the #1 in the world, that's all it was #1 in the world. Man was on a party. Man was partying and drinking. When he came to the Olympics, the man didn't even fucking get in the fucking first fight. Come on, what kind of pro is that? Come on, dog. No, they're not in the same level, bro. They're not even in the same level. Amir Khan was the only one from the UK at that time, yeah, to carry the UK flag to go that far. They're not even on the same level, bro. No way. No.
That's not true. He actually won the amateur world boxing championship. He actually won it, yeah? And he won 4 national championships as well. So
Khan done more at 17 than he did, bruv. Khan done it all at 17, man. Come, he's a budding prodigy, bro. Come on, man. Are you?
What is more impressive? Winning the world championship or getting the silver in the Olympics? What's more impressive?
Listen, look. At 17 years old, right? We could argue backwards and forwards. In my opinion, right? Amir Khan's better. In your opinion, he's not. So we'll leave it as.
Ask you a question. Then you can opt out. I'll ask you a question. I'll pose you a question. What's more impressive? Winning the world championship or getting the silver in the Olympics?
I told you that already. I told you the Olympics is more important, bro.
He thinks getting the silver is better.
I told you that already.
Gold.
Yeah, I told you.
It's never better than gold.
I've never heard. Hey, listen, which guy who's #1 in the world to win a world championship, right? Had a solid. Everyone knows. Look at people like Leonard. Look at people like Muhammad Ali, right? I know they won gold. Evander Holyfield, bronze. So when you have your Olympic medalist, yeah, your career most of the times, yeah, your career starts off at a good plateau. You get nice money. James DeGale, Woody Harrison, you already got that money. Come on, man. And that's what I gotta say about that. But go on and move on.
Because it's on a bigger setting. It's on a
Well,
bigger
that's
setting.
what I'm trying to tell you.
But hold on. But the competition level is the same. You're fighting.
No doubt. But what I'm saying to you is that, like you just said, it's on a bigger setting. The Olympics is massive. It only happens one time one time every 4 years, man.
That's the same thing with a championship.
Let me tell you stuff, right? Let me tell you this. No, fine. So when the World Championship is happening, how many you saw Frankie Gavin win the thing? Because I didn't. I saw Amir Khan do it on BBC One. So how many? I saw the Olympics, right? How many times did they actually show the World Champions on ITV?
I just conceded that it's a bigger event. I just conceded that it was a bigger event, so I'm not even arguing that point.
I agree with you on the level. I agree. Look, in my opinion, the Olympics. That's what I'm saying. In my opinion, the Olympics is bigger, right? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
That's the
question.
No, should I tell you what my point was though?
The Olympics is bigger.
No, regardless, okay, all right, I'm going to concede the point. The Olympics is bigger. I'm going to concede that. This is what my point was. You built up Amir Khan and put his amateur record and the thing. So I can put Frankie Gavin's world championship win and say, yeah, he can fight Brook. You can always play semantics like that. But it's
even though I'm not interested in the Brook fight or the Algieri fight. Just to put that on the record, I'm not interested in any of those fights.
Look, here's the bigger point, right?
Not the Brook fight.
The bigger point, sorry guys, I'm going to keep going, I'll talk a lot. The bigger point is, we had a super fight in the UK, and it's not happening. And now, Brook is fighting Frankie Gavin, Khan talking about fighting Chris Algieri. So, either side, it's a loss. It's a big loss to UK and world boxing, and to young boxers, and it's setting a bad precedent. Either side.
No problem. No, I agree with that. I can agree with that.
And even if he does fight Frankie Gavin next, his next opponent is either going to be Timothy Bradley or a rematch with Sean Porter.
Okay.
Unless the trend continues and Sean Porter said, "Nah, I don't want no parts of that."
Mm-hmm. Hey, sorry. Go ahead, Natty. Sorry.
Because he was just on 78 just interviewed him. And he was just saying why he's not in the mix. And all of a sudden, he's in the mix.
Yeah, well.
All of a sudden, they're giving him a call.
That's good.
He accepts because he was just saying that, he wants to be in the mix. So there you go.
Yeah. Hey, Beach, we got some Given Quality's got some questions for you. And Paul Counter.
One point, right, and then I'll go to the thing.
Yeah, no, okay, go ahead, Beach, go ahead.
Yeah, right? I've slagged off Khan, but I ain't no Brook fan. Anyone who's seen my resume knows I'm not no Brook fan. Brook and Eddie Hearn have been very clever recently, right? Because like Ashley Knuckles says, how comes Brook is only going at Khan? Yeah, it was a clever move. Yeah, I want Khan. I want Khan. Khan's backing out. Khan made him look like he looks like Superman to some people, especially to casuals. He looks like Superman when he's not Superman, right? The guy's talking. Frankie, see, they've used Amir Khan. They've made Amir Khan look like the clown. And look, yeah, he's backing down from me. You see, they're ducking me. Nah. But that's to a degree, Amir Khan's played into it because see the thing. You see, Amir Khan probably runs his mouth too much, right? Amir Khan does a lot of talking. Even before fights is lost, yeah, I'm going to do this, I'm that. Then he does shit. Then he says, Brook isn't this. When Brook gets a title, I'm going to fight him. I handle Brook in sparring. And now when it comes to fighting, he doesn't fight. That's why he's getting the backlash. That's why Broner got some of the backlash because he's rapping, he's talking. When you talk loud and the action doesn't follow and equate to the talk, expect backlash.
Mm-hmm. I agree with that.
In Kell Brook's defense, I know he's been calling out Khan, but he's been calling out other welterweights as well. After the Sean Porter fight, he did it, and after the JoJo Dan fight, he did it. And remember, he's been out with the cut from the cut. Remember, he just got chopped with a cutlass the other day, right?
Yeah. No, I know the assassin tried to kill him, but I'm not feeling. One man Marquez. I'm not feeling. I'm not Brandon.
But
I don't like the match.
Thurman is also in that conversation. He also said Thurman's name.
I heard Eddie Hearn say, "Nah, we don't want Thurman." How do you don't want Thurman?
That's you know why? Though the fighter wants Thurman.
You know why he said that? Because after Thurman's last fight with Bundu, he said, "Nah, well, he didn't look too impressive. He's not bringing that to the table." That's Eddie Hearn doing that bullshit.
Nah, that was before Bundu. The way he fought Sean Porter before Bundu.
Bottom line is,
yeah.
Thurman came out on social media to the world, said he's looking for opponents. Where's Brook at?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
He's done a lot of shouting and made Amir Khan look like a bit of a puss.
Yeah.
Amir Khan did look like a bit of a puss. Where's your response?
This is the problem, yeah. Like this. So they're gonna make they're gonna make this Frankie Gavin pay-per-view probably, right? Because it's gonna be on a stellar card. It's gonna be a pay-per-view.
You think so?
Yeah, of course it is. It's a stat card, isn't it? It's a stat card. I'm gonna make it a pay-per-view, man. That's the problem I'm having here, bro. It is.
I don't think he's fighting Gavin, man. I just don't think he's.
No, he is. I'm telling you, we already knew. They already knew. Gavin already got the thing. When he signed out with Ed, that was the thing for him to get a shot at Kell. Why do you think he was on the undercard? Why he was on the undercard of the show against JoJo Dan? That's what they normally do. Showcase him, and this is what Eddie Hearn wants to do because you got Eddie Hearn wants to get his money back from Kell, and he's gonna give him easy opposition. This is the problem, and I see what he's doing. That's why I'm getting it, and that's why I listen to Khan. You know what I mean? I'm not having it, and that's why I started. So I'm started. If you can do that to Khan, you shit on Khan. Kell don't get away with it.
Well, he doesn't get away with it.
That's what I'm saying.
The only thing that's gonna be a hindrance with the Keith Thurman fight would be who calls the shots, because I'm sure it's gonna be a tug of war between Eddie Hearn and Al Heyman regarding that.
See, but the thing is, you see, Keith Thurman is another dude. He's another dude. I'm just gonna come out and say it. Whoever don't like it, you don't like it. Somebody come on my channel and said Keith Thurman is a throwback fighter because he's calling people out. Then the guy on ESPN, Keith Thurman is a throwback fighter. But at the same time, there's another theory that floats around boxing that Al wants to keep all the fights in-house. So Keith is calling all. So if this theory is right and it's a popular one, that Al wants to keep all the fights in-house, why is Keith calling out all these fighters knowing that they're not going to happen? He ain't no throwback. Look, Keith
well, not necessarily.
Let me finish my point now, and I'm going to done. Keith is playing the same game as everyone else. Keith is walking around like he's the welterweight champion. Keith didn't beat no one in the ring for no welterweight belt. That's not throwbackish. He ain't no throwback fighter. Keith is playing the game like everyone else.
Yeah,
so don't tell me about he's a throwback because he's calling everyone out. A lot of people have called everyone out, but what they've done next is totally different.
Yeah.
I agree with that. But as far as Al Heyman not wanting no outside fights or whatever the case may be, I think he'll take it as long as he could be in control of it. Just like he won that purse bid with Eddie Hearn recently for the Matrix fight, for the Andre Dirrell fight, for the IBF strap. If he could win the purse bid, he has no problem with it. If he's in control of the event, I don't think he has a problem with going outside of his stable.
Yeah. All right. Hey, Ashley, I know Ashley want to say something. Go ahead, Ashley, because I know you were trying to get the point in there, man. Yeah, you can unmute yourself just there, man. Just try and make sure everyone gets their say. Knuckles. Yeah, you're muted at the minute. Ashley, you want to say something? I guess not, man. Daz, who was talking? Daz, you want to say something?
No, man. Go on.
All right. Well, you listen, brother. It's a good debate. Like, look, it just shows you the varies of different opinions and stuff like that. But like, at the end of the day, yeah, look, man, it shows that there's no wrong or right. It's just who you feel at the time is not doing anything. Some of these fights are coming. I'm not happy with this Frankie Gavin and Kell Brook. I ain't gonna lie to you. If it is gonna happen. If it is gonna happen, right? I don't mind the Bradley and the Bradley and the Porter fight. That's good, man. I like that one.
Fight, yeah.
That's a very good fight. You know, yeah. Go on, Nash Knuckles. You want to say something? Go ahead, my bro.
You guys hear me?
I don't think he can hear, man.
No, I think he just unmuted himself a second ago. He just muted himself again. Yeah, it's actually Knuckles still there. Ashley, man, you want to say something? Because I know you're trying to get in, but people be bombing. Chris, you want to say something?
Look, let me just say this, yeah?
All right, go ahead.
You see what the problem is, yeah? These, like, the whole debate, it just turns into total redundancy until people are arguing, well, Chris Algieri is better than Jojo Dan. So damn what? Why are we debating that? They're both bullshit. If they both fought them, they're both two part-time opponents. And there's nothing in. In fact, I'd probably pick Jojo Dan to beat Algieri.
Fuck that, bro. That's a bit strong. That's a bit strong.
Who cares?
Nah, that's a bit strong, isn't it?
Well, he beat Circle. I
think that's a pretty even fight.
Even fight. They should fight. Them two should fight.
Nah, come on.
Them two shouldn't be fighting Brook and Khan. They should be fighting each other.
Listen, bro, I didn't like Dojo Dan opponent already, but like, that fight was terrible, bro. I mean, he did what he had to do. He took him out there, and then that's it. But the Gavin, bro, if you watched the Gavin fight on the undercard of the Kell Brook, bro, that fight was terrible. 10 rounds of bore, bro. I think someone called him? I think someone's got a name for him. Someone's got a name for him, Frankie Gavin. They can't remember the name. They call him a funny name as well, you know. I think is it Kermit the Frog or something like that. But he just looked terrible, man. He's terrible, bro. I can't believe he's getting a title shot. What has he done? He lost. I can't believe he's even getting a title shot. What has he done?
He lost to Bradley Skeet, really, didn't he? Last fight.
What do you mean? He lost it. Is it?
He won. He got the decision, but I think he lost, man.
You think he lost to Bradley Skeet, yeah?
Yeah, man. They're about the same level, them two.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't see it.
Hey, Beats, yeah, go ahead, Beats. There's some comments in the comment section.
I'm gonna go to Frankie is a spoiler, and I hope that he spoils him Kell Brook and makes him look stupid.
He probably will. Man.
That all comes back again. Algeria is a much fighter than Jojo Dan. He beat Wilson winning this back out. I beat Taylor. Cardi's rated number 3 in the Ring magazine. Cardi's fought 2 top operators in Alexander Calado.
No one can hear you, Beats, man. Say it again. It's kind of low, bro. Go ahead.
Hear me now?
Yeah, but it's like, I don't know where it is when you're reading it. It seems like you're fading out, though, bro. Go ahead.
All right, let me hear me now?
All right, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay. Nabismo comes back. Algeria is a much better fighter than Jojo Dan. He beat Ruslan, went the distance with Pacquiao and beat Taylor. Carney's rated number 3 in the Ring magazine. Carney's fought 2 top raters, Alexander Calato, School of Brook for quarter, and that's his old name. Brook has been in the 147 division his whole career, and you know that's what he says there. Cool Counter TV. The payday mentions are making me cringe. What does Counter mean by that? I don't know. Given quality for life, he says, we did say Pat was cherry picking versus Algeria, but Pat has media, protection. ED Boxing News, he says, having a good listen to the guys' nice work in Elson, getting hot in it. You know? Given quality, Amir Khan, delusional, head coach was Brook. This has been praying for almost as long as Floyd Mayweather versus Pacquiao. But even back to catapult to the next level, it's not about the resume. I mean,
He said cokehead comments.
yeah, man. Can't drop. Outbox made Ghana who's the killer. But back when the shit in the pissing contest, you know, it's not like, see, if it was a blatant mismatch, I'd understand. But it's not. It's a competitive fight with big money behind it. So we don't need the resume pissing and shitting contest. You know, it's crazy. Actually, it's challenger and champion. It's not hard. Boxing is not a complicated sport. You don't need to be going through all this. I mean, who did he fought before he fought Liston? Doug Jones and a washed-up Archie Moore. Who did James Toney fight before he fought Michael Nunn? Sanderline Williams and Murky Sosa. And I could go on and on and on and on. It doesn't mean anything.
I mean, this is the only era I see champions begging challengers to fight them.
Yeah.
Please come get my belt. I beg you.
The bigger one is Rigondeaux and Donnet. Who did do it? I mean, Donnet had more KOs than Rigondeaux had fights. So how did that fight go in? And Donnet said, yo, he hasn't done enough. He said, Donnet was saying he hasn't done enough. But we pressured, to be honest, I think social media pressured that fight into happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it did. It did, because Donnet wanted no parts of that fight.
Yeah, wait, listen. What happens? He got in that fight, and since then he'll be on the slide. And if Amir Khan goes against Kell Brook, he knows, right? There's a good guarantee he could lose the fight. I think Amir Khan's got too much to lose. He's on the verge of getting to his goal, right? Of getting to fight Finn, Mayweather or Pacquiao, and don't Kell. Kell's not on his radar. But Kell ain't done nothing for him to get excited. That's all he's saying. Kell needs to do something, and maybe you fight him. But right now, Kell's not bringing it. A Jojo Dan, Frankie Gavin is not gonna say, for Amir Khan to make Amir Khan jump in. Go ahead, Ashley, because I know you want to say something, bro.
Do you see what he wrote in the comment section?
Who that?
Ashley.
What did he say?
Look in the comment section, in the chat.
1 minute. It might not work. He can't hear anything.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'll wait for Knuckles to get. But in all truth, yeah, Amir Khan, he said he's excited. Who's he excited? He's excited no one. Like his 2 last performances. Okay, he dropped Palazzo a couple of times, but the Anderson on the fight was competent. He's not excited either.
He's talking about his Mayweather fight, but that's not guaranteed. He's got the fight in front of him right now.
Yeah.
Listen, man, Mayweather might take him in his last fight.
Well, he might not, though. He might not. You never know.
Bro,
He's got Brook. He's got Brook right here now.
Brook, man, he don't want. What is Brook?
Yeah, hear me?
Yeah,
I hear you. I just saw the thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Ashley.
I hear you, Ash.
I can't hear one single word.
Okay.
I hear Ash now.
You.
Yeah.
Hear us. Sometimes you got to check your settings. You know the default settings.
I mean, I can talk, but I can't hear a word. I can't hear anything you guys are saying. So I don't even know what y'all could be talking about. David Hay, for all I know.
Nah, no, what is? I'm gonna tell him press this link here so we can hear him. The
only thing I can read the chat. That's the only communication I got. So y'all may have to continue this debate without my input, because I don't even know what y'all talking about.
Hey, boy, don't worry. I'm gonna hook him up. I'm gonna make it here. What else is
myself? Y'all can do your thing.
They're gonna be continue, bro.
Yeah, man. Look. It was just the fight was organic. It was just at the right time. Enough smack talk, and it didn't. Look, it's not material. Look, the way I see it, it's not that important. Move on. But you can't fight Algieri, and you can't fight
Gavin. Yep.
It's not acceptable.
No, those fights are just not acceptable. I agree with that 250%.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the Algieri one is better than the Frankie Gavin one, isn't it?
No, not necessarily.
Why are we debating who's better than Algieri and Frankie Gavin? Why? Why would we even bother? Why would we bother?
Because they're better fights.
No,
Man.
they're both whack. They're both whack, bro. They're both whack. They're both whack.
They all just wick whack.
Yeah.
I don't mind them. I don't mind them, bro. I don't mind them.
What, you don't mind Algeria? What? Gavin or
I
Algeria?
don't mind Algeria versus Khan. I don't mind that.
But you mind Gavin versus Bradley?
Yo, Gavin versus who?
You mind Gavin versus Brook?
Yeah, I mind that fight. Brook's terrible, bruv. Brook's lost his last fight and he's fighting fucking people like Bradley Skeet. Yeah, I mind that fight, bruh. Algeria's fighting Pacquiao. He's fought Pacquiao. He's fought Ruslan or Provodnikov. Yeah, man, that's not bad.
Yeah, well, Frankie Gavin beat Junior Witter. How about that?
Don't fuck around with that, man. Don't mess around
What
with
do you
that.
mean? He beat
No,
Junior
he
Witter.
didn't
He beat Junior Witter.
He didn't beat Junior Witter. I had Junior Witter winning the fight. That's the whole point. I had Junior winning the
Well,
fight.
I had Ruslan Provodnikov.
You know you had Junior winning the fight. You watched it with me. You had Junior winning the fight as well. You watched it as well.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
You watched it with me though. You watched it with me.
No, I didn't.
What do you have it? What's your score?
I had Frankie just shading it.
Ah, fuck.
No, I did. I had Frankie.
Alright, fair enough.
We didn't do nothing.
Yeah, alright, but that's even worse because Junior was slipping. Junior was slipping. Frankie didn't win that fight, bro. He didn't win that fight, and that's my whole point. If he's there going against a Junior Witter who slipped complete.
I tell you what, man, I just don't have the heart or the will to debate Frankie Gavin and Algeria with you.
I mean, Chris Algieri's a kickboxer, man. Come on.
He's a kickboxer, man. He was a kickboxer. So was that guy who fought Kevin Kelly. So was the guy who fought Kevin Kelly was a world kickboxer. Was Troy Dorsey, and so what? What's that got to do with anything? He beat what? He gave Kelly a good. I don't understand.
He was a kickboxer who had boxing background. Chris Algieri learned boxing late in his career.
Listen,
Troy Dorsey had boxing background as well as kickboxing background.
Listen, kickboxing, that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Really.
Don't mess with me on no damn Troy Dorsey.
I'm talking about Troy Dorsey. You don't let them, man. Look, I'm trying to tell you that. Right, you're right. It ain't nothing.
On championships in kickboxing and boxing at the same damn time.
Listen, that's what Troy Dorsey done for fight fans listening. He was a featherweight champion, by the way. If you guys don't know who Troy Dorsey.
I think it was IBF, as a matter of fact. The same belt we're talking about.
Yeah, it was IBF champion. Yeah, but listen. All right. Beast. Do you read the rest? Given quality's got some. Did you read his out?
Yeah, I read his out. We got.
Oh, you read everyone out. Yeah.
Fair Shake. He says he wants to join in. He's on his cell.
Where is he? Where's he at? Is he in the comment section?
Yeah.
All right, I'll sort that out in a sec. Yeah, go ahead.
We have Camzy88. Amir said, I can't do June or May the 30th. And before I said, like, Khan was kept talking about Ramadan, but the date Eddie set was before Ramadan.
Before Ramadan. See?
Yeah.
That's the type of shit I'm talking about right there.
Yeah.
Exactly. Kell and Eddie kept saying June, yet now Kell wants to fight Gavin on May the 30th, so why not get Amir on May the 30th? Well, I don't know. It's just dates and nothing happening. Another one. Amir Khan is not and has never and will be as popular as Ricky Hatton. To stop that, Errol, laughing out loud. Imagine if Frank Bruno pulled that diva crap on Lennox Lewis in 1993.
He knows he's massive. Amir Khan was massive. I don't care what people want to tell me. I don't care what people want to tell me. People can't deny that. I don't know why people was trying to fucking go and like say I'm making it up. I'm not saying
no, he hasn't got the following though, man.
What we doing here? Like alright, so Rick, let's start. Let me put you guys in perspective. And for you guys to listen as well. Amir Khan started his career on BBC One. Ricky Hatton started his career on Sky. Right? The only Ricky Hatton got notable, is when he fought fucking Costa Zoo. And I guarantee the whole country wasn't watching that fight. The only reason when he fought Mayweather, that's when the fucking whole of England watching it. So you're talking about Amir Khan, who started his career from BBC One and continued it. Are you serious, bro? One minute. Let me make my point. Just perspective, right? From BBC One on terrestrial TV, and all the way onto ITV. Are you? Come on, man. Don't use a household name.
I want to ask this though.
1 minute. I ain't finished.
Right, sorry. Go on.
Right. Another thing as well. I'm somewhere. I'm echoing somewhere. Someone needs to mute, bro. Beast. I think it's you, Beast. You need to mute yourself, right? Thank you. Alright? So, and he's got adverts on normal TV. Adverts just the same as Usain Bolt on normal TV, on terrestrial TV. He's big, man. Don't mess around with it, bro. It's not about quality. He's massive, bro. I'm not saying Ricky Hatton's got the army. Khan's got the Khan army as well. They all went down to bloody Washington to watch the Peterson fight, bro. Come on now, he's got an army as well. So don't kind of go and like say he's not big. That's it. That's what I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
Okay. All right. Was Costa Zoo versus Hatton pay-per-view?
Yeah, it was.
Right? I bet you it was way bigger than any of Khan's pay-per-views.
Yeah, well, I did, but I'm the same. Listen, Beats, right? Was the Olympic? Let me go right. Let's talk about pay-per-view. What about Amir Khan was in the Olympics, and we're talking on BBC One? Was that bigger than? That's probably bigger than Khan than Hatton's pay-per-view. Yeah, the fucking whole world watching.
He has a bigger.
Yeah, exactly. That's my whole point. That's what I'm trying to say to you. You tell me nothing, man. That's what I'm trying to say.
He's not a crowd puller, man.
Listen, stop it, man. Stop it.
Your argument, that argument don't hold up, you right?
Don't hold up, man.
No, I'm going to tell you why it don't hold up,
yeah,
right? Because James DeGill won a gold medal. That was on BBC. Is James DeGill bigger than Ricky Hatton? I mean, just fighting on the Olympics ain't going to make it.
You want me to answer that?
Yeah, of course.
But James DeGill wasn't promoted well. He wasn't promoted well. He went with fucking. He wasn't promoted well. They didn't promote Jermaine. When he won look, this is the difference, right? When Amir Khan at 17, he was the only one from the UK. There was no one else. No one else at that time apart from Audley Harrison. And before that, was 60 years before, was even in the Olympics. He was there by himself. He got all the attention. When James DeGill was doing his thing, there was other guys in the Olympics to get them in. There was other guys that can get attention. He wasn't the biggest guy in the Olympics that time. He wasn't. Not in the boxing. Okay.
Okay. Sorry.
All right.
Your argument, though, all right, let me finish. Your argument was, though, that BBC had, because BBC has a big, wide view. So a lot of people would have seen James DeGill as well. But the thing is, yeah, I remember recently Amir Khan was struggling to secure dates on Sky because he just wasn't that popular. Him and Carl Froch. So that never happened to Ricky.
You can't put Amir Khan and Carl Froch on the same level. They're not on the same level.
No, I'm saying they both struggled. But Khan was, I mean...
No, Amir Khan, what happened with Amir Khan, right? Amir Khan had a deal with BBC and he didn't want to sign back with them, right? He didn't want to sign back at that point, yeah, because this is with Frank Warren, because they were asking for too much money. At that point, he went to Sky. With Frank, he went to Sky, that's why he stayed on Sky. It was a problem of money, that's the only reason. Otherwise, he would have continued his career on BBC One. He wasn't struggling for no one. Everyone was Amir Khan. The amount of figures and stuff, people want his Kindle fights on ITV. He's fighting the bloody someone who was from Cuba. Come on, man. Everyone watched them fights. He's massive, man. No one can tell me nothing.
No, not everyone did watch it. Not everyone did.
I did,
but not everyone did watch it.
Okay, fine, right? But what I'm trying to say to you, he's been promoted much more better, yeah, than any other. Carl Froch and all them. Amir Khan's had a stellar start from 17 on up to now. So when he's talking about Kell has to prove himself, I can understand that. I can understand that. No one can tell me nothing, bro. That's all I can.
Amir Khan is not as popular as Ricky Hatton or Frank Bruno.
He's not popular. If you're talking about popular, you're talking about people who like him. No, people do not like people like Frank Bruno and they like Ricky Hatton much more. I agree with you on that. I'm not going to dispute that. I'm saying he's a big enough name. He's known. Whether you hate him or dislike him, he's a big enough name. That's what I'm saying.
Well, the next writer didn't finish his comment. So he says, imagine if Bruno had pulled that diva crap on Lennox Lewis in '93. Frank had a better resume than Lennox at the time. No, he didn't. He was more popular and had a bigger fan base, but Frank had something Khan wishes he had, and that's some nuts. And he took the fight. Well, the truth is, Frank didn't have a better resume than Lennox. You know, Lennox had already beat Mike Weaver and stuff and Razor Ruddock before the Frank Bruno fight. So that's not exactly true. It's not exactly true. And Frank was a perennial failure until he got a hold of Oliver McCall. So,
I mean, he was winning that fight against Lennox Lewis until he got rocked.
Yeah, he was. And Lennox beat Gary Mason. Lennox beat Gary Mason as well. That was Gary Mason was a big puncher, and he was undefeated in 30+ fights. So Lennox was doing his thing. So I don't agree on that, Mex, but you know, I hear you. All
right. Any more comments in there?
Yeah. Sean Newton, Bradley should get the Brook fight. I had Skeet winning too. Okay. What do you reckon? Bradley versus Brook, guys. What do you reckon?
I'm gone, man. I picked Skeet. But I think Finn won the fight. I think Bradley won the fight. Actually, I actually had him win the fight. So agree there, but good comments.
So So what you got on? You guys got on Bradley and Brook?
Great fight.
Uh,
Why, man?
I'm still not sold on Brandon Rios as a welterweight.
No, Bradley, not Brandon Rios.
Oh,
Bradley.
Timothy Bradley? Oh yeah. Oh, definitely. Yeah, I'm with that.
Hey, someone just jumped in. Who's that? Is that Fair Shake?
Yeah, that's Fair Shake.
Oh, what up, Fair Shake, man? How you doing, man?
What up, Fair Shake?
Fair Shake.
What's up? How y'all doing, man?
Maintaining.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Go ahead, Fair Shake. Put your take in it. Put your 2 cents in it, bro.
I mean, I just wanna ask you this, EJ. Let me ask you this, Jared. Do the fight not make sense though? Don't the Amir Khan and Kell Brook fight don't it make sense though? I mean, let's just make sense. Don't it make sense?
Yeah,
I mean, if it make dollars, it makes sense, right?
Yeah, I agree.
So don't it make sense?
It makes sense, man. But
Why?
Go ahead.
Why don't Amir Khan want to make a fight that's the easiest fight? Is the most relevant fight in his career right now. Relevant. If we're gonna speak on relevance, wouldn't this be the most relevant fight in his career at the moment?
Yeah.
It would be the most relevant fight of his career, period. Right now, today.
Well, yeah, okay, because he's a world champion, he's undefeated. You're right. That's true. But he's got at the end of the day, he's made a goal. His goal is to go after Matt Floyd and thing, and that's his goal. Before Kell even became a champion, and he's trying to pursue his goal, bro.
But he still can pursue that goal, right? Wouldn't beating Kell Brook make him closer to that goal? Wouldn't that get him closer to that goal, though, right?
You're absolutely right.
It'll get him closer to his goal.
But the thing is, yeah, the thing is, like you say, yeah, like that's a good point, right? But what I'm saying is, with Amir Khan now, he must be thinking, well, boy, the risk, you know what I mean? That there's a very risky fight, bro. You know what I mean? It's money, you're right, and glory, you can get the belt. But then you could say, well, why did he bypass Devin Alexander, who had the belt at the time, and only had one loss on his record, which was to Bradley? Why did he bypass him that time? He could have went and got the belt and put it nearer to his goal that time. So what I'm saying is that that's not a motivation for him, bro. But you're right. It makes dollars and it makes sense. But then we're talking about Amir Khan, who's made dollars already. He's well off, man. He's making nice.
You're saying you keep saying that.
No,
in the ring though, EJ.
I just want to say this: his last purse against Devin was $600,000.
No, not at the beat. He's making money outside the ring. He has normal endorsements.
Outside the ring, but as a boxer.
He's got trainer deals, but
But if that's the case, them endorsements ain't getting him bigger purses than $600,000 in the ring.
Beast, right?
We're talking about his boxing ring profile.
When you watch,
let me finish here, and then you can get. Because we're talking about his boxing ring profile. So all these endorsements he's getting from here and there is not gathering him bigger purses than $600,000. How? So that just tells me his boxing profile is not as big as you're saying. How is he going to get this Mayweather fight? And let me just finish.
Yeah,
right?
Mayweather don't even have endorsements.
If Mayweather fights Amir Khan at this stage, with all this criticism he's getting, it's going to destroy his resume. It's going to hurt Floyd's resume. It's going to hurt it.
Listen. He's got a trainer. He's got a trainer named after him, bro. He's making serious money outside the ring, and in the ring, we don't even know how much his purses are. He's always the A side in everything he does. Amir Khan draws. He's always the A side. He's been the A side in every fight he does. He's making nice money, bro. In accumulation, I don't know how much, because we know over the UK they don't really show it. Show how much purses done. Even with Carl Froch and George Groves too, we didn't even know how much they made. But to answer to Fair Shake, I agree. The fight he should, but then you look at he's looking at risk. Look, as a fight fan, yeah, he should make it, right? But I respect, listening to him, Amir Khan, that if he doesn't want to fight him and he feels like Kell, I looked into that what Kell should do, son. Go ahead, Fair Shake, because you haven't talked that much, and it's good to have you over anyway. Go ahead, Fair Shake.
Well, I mean, let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
Why did he pick Chris Algieri to fight? Why Chris Algieri?
What, Chris Algieri just fought Manny Pacquiao?
No, come on. Because he got his ass up, though. He got his ass up by Manny Pacquiao.
Hold on, one minute. This is what I'm saying with Beach, right? But I thought Algieri was going to win the fight, bro. I wasn't the only one.
I understand, but that's looking in hindsight, though. Like, we got to look forward. You know what I'm saying? He got his ass whipped.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying, why pick Chris Algieri? Like, why him? Out of so many people he could have picked, why he picked? If he'd have said, "I'm a rematch British Prescott," I'd have said, "Oh, okay, that's interesting." That would have been more interesting than Chris Algieri, because British Prescott is coming off of a loss too, so he could have rematched him.
British Prescott is way down, and he's a lower weight class, man. Yeah, so he's
now, welterweight now.
British Prescott done lose like 8 in a row, bro. Like he getting beat up by everybody.
It
But
don't
that's
matter.
not the point, though.
British Prescott knocked him out unconscious.
Cold.
Up to get revenge. I don't care what weight he is. Man, knock you out unconscious in 20 seconds, bro.
Yeah. And Mike Tyson got knocked out Buster Douglas. Why did Mike Tyson fight Buster Douglas when he got knocked out? Then they don't what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what to say.
Well, he should have done. Yeah, he should have done.
It never happened, and look, we don't regard Mike Tyson's still in the Hall of Fame regardless. So that argument they can be, yeah, I hear that, but you know, it is what it is. Go ahead, fair shake.
Buster Douglas fighting hamburgers and shit.
I was just saying, the point that I'm just trying to make is, I mean, what's up with his opponent selection? I mean, if he gonna talk that big shit like Kell Brook ain't shit, then he gotta pick an opponent that's better than Kell Brook.
Well, right now, the Algieri fight, we don't know that's gonna happen, but Kell Brook definitely fighting Frankie Gavin, and I don't like that one. What you think about that, fair shake? You know about you know
yeah,
Frankie?
I know who Frankie Gavin is. Yeah, I mean, Kell Brook fighting Frankie Gavin, I'd have rather him fought Timothy Bradley. Personally, I'd have rather him pick Timothy Bradley over Frankie Gavin. But I mean, are we speaking on Kell Brook, or are we speaking on Amir Khan?
Nah, we're picking both their things. We're picking into both.
Okay, but I will say this: Frankie Gavin is more relevant at welterweight than Chris Algieri.
Frankie Gavin is more relevant than Chris Algieri?
At welterweight.
I
give you that. But so is but Bundu. What about Bundu is more relevant than Frankie Gavin at welterweight? Why didn't he fight him? Why didn't he fight him?
But Bundu and Frankie Gavin is more relevant than Chris Algieri.
Yeah, I agree with you. But why didn't they fight? Why didn't he fight? Why didn't he don't fight him?
Why Khan ain't fighting Bundu?
Because Khan's already said he's already named like Chris. I don't know if he's gonna fight Chris Algieri. But we don't
fight Chris Algieri. They won't televise it. They won't televise it on Showtime. You can't fight him.
What? Khan?
Yeah.
He didn't. Yeah. Well, this just shows you what the day you go in it. So if it's not televised, that fight's not happening. But because of now, Kell's already committed himself with bloody Frankie Gavin. That is terrible. That's atrocious.
Don't you think that's embarrassing? He's supposed to be this stellar talent, and they said, "Nah, we're not televising your fight." That's embarrassing.
Arrow.
Happens, man.
Arrow, show me the article where you see Kell Brook has committed to a Frankie Gavin fight.
I'll give you the link right now.
Give me the article where it says Frankie Gavin is my next opponent.
Yeah, I'll give you the link right now.
Please do.
Look, man, Frankie Gavin is managed by Eddie Hearn. He's talking up the fight. Eddie Hearn won't let him go out there and say that unless there was a distinct possibility it's going to happen. More than likely,
we knew that was going to happen. Listen, that fight is...
I'm going to tell you this. I'm going to tell you this, EJ. If Kell Brook fights Frankie Gavin and he stops Frankie Gavin, that's impressive.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
That'd be him stopping 2 men in a row that was highly ranked that has never been stopped.
Man, but they're rubbish, man. They ain't all that, man. Come on, Jojo. Layups, man. They're layups. They don't.
You think Amir Khan would stop him?
I don't worry about Amir Khan. I'm talking about. There's the article. There's the article now. You press the article, man. Look, man. Go ahead.
But I mean.
Oh shit.
But the thing is this, though. You could call them what you want to call them, but they have worked their way into the rankings somehow. You could call JoJo Dan, whatever you want to call him, and you can call Frankie Gavin, whatever you want to call him. But they are highly ranked. Chris Algieri is not. And so that would mean Kell Brook is fighting a better fighter than Amir Khan is fighting. That's all that means. So he's doing his. So pretty much.
Someone needs to mute you. Something needs to mute, like, because he's getting feedback from him. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, fair shit. Yeah, or Natty. It's getting echoing.
I just think that I just think that Kell Brook would still be if Kell Brook fights Frankie Gavin, and if Amir Khan fights Chris Algieri, Kell Brook is fighting a better opponent. That's just my opinion.
I don't think that's a bit. I think Algieri is a harder fight than Frankie Gavin, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's just my opinion. I hear what you're saying, but I think it's a harder fight, man.
I don't think so, man. I think Chris Algieri is a good boxer. I mean, but that's it. And he has nothing else. He's just a good boxer. He has no great attributes, no great anything. He doesn't do anything great. He's just a good boxer.
It's not worth discussing. It's not worth discussing. The bottom line is Chris Algieri and Jojo Dan should be fighting each other. They should be fighting at this level.
The article just says that Frankie Gavin turned down the opportunity. Oh, pardon me, Beach.
Yeah. Well, end of the day,
the article just said that Frankie Gavin turned down the opportunity for the eliminator. It didn't say that he's gonna fight Kell Brook.
Well, initially when Frankie Gavin signed up with Eddie Hearn, it was to make the Brook fight. That's why he signed up with him, right? That was reported already. So whether that fight's been confirmed or not, it seems like they're working towards. And Frankie Gavin's name's been put out there. That, you know, they looked at it. I ain't gonna be surprised if that fight happens. Beats. Is there any more comments any more questions in the comment section? Because other than that, we have obviously fight fans. We haven't really come to a resolution in this because you know, everyone's still side, everyone's still apart. But it's been a great debate. But Beats, any more questions over there?
Anything new? Can't really see nothing. One sec. Let me just refresh it. Beats. If your answer is to the Tyson question is then no, you will see that Frank had a better resume than Lennox at the time they fought. No, he didn't, man. That's Max Ryder.
Okay, go on.
Like, look, Frank Bruno never fought for the British title, man. Lennox Lewis fought Gary Mason. Gary Mason was 30+ with a whole load of knockouts. He beat him. He beat Mike Weaver. He beat Tyrrell Biggs, Tony Tucker, and Razor Ruddock. He didn't have a better resume. Name the guys. I mean, who did Frank? He beat that South African guy, Coetza. He beat what's the Cuban guy who took Tyson 10? Ribalta. Ribalta was way past it, man. Bruno's resume just wasn't all that. His resume wasn't all that.
And so was the South African guy was past. Coetza was past his prime when he fought.
Yeah, he was past it too. Yeah, I mean, George Foreman and Bo already dusted him off after when Bruno fought him. I mean, he already got beaten up by then. So, nah, he didn't have a good resume, man. His resume wasn't all that. He was very popular.
Yeah,
Frank Gavin is supposed to fight Chris Van Heeren.
Yeah, I know that ain't gonna happen. Hey,
right?
Max Ryder got a question for me, innit? He go, Errol did 40,000 go down to Washington to watch Khan fight? Stop it, yeah, with that, with the. I don't know if they went down there. Stop it with that massive BS bullshit. But I don't know if they went. I know there was enough Khantars down there. I know the Khan's army turned up. You don't know about the Khan's army. The Khan's army is big.
Khan's army is 10 people, man.
Nah, the Khan's army. You lot don't know about the Khan's army is massive, bro. You lot don't know.
Yeah, they massive.
If you think they're not massive, right? Say something greasy about Amir Khan on Facebook or Twitter or YouTube and see how much people come after you and tell me that's not an argument.
Okay, I'm gonna do it right now. Nah. Khan has a massively weak chin.
Yeah, well, that's you can find him on YouTube and find him on Weekly Boxing. He's over there, so you can go find him. But what I'm saying to you, look, me and the Khan's army, we're big, bro. Don't get it twisted, bro. We're big out here, bro. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead, we're going Beats. Go ahead. Any more questions? Any more questions there, Beats?
Is there anyone else? Algieri is a name in the States and a draw in New York City, according to Sean Newton. Yeah. Then we have Nabsmo. Khan's purse for Alexander was $1 million US. Alexander got 600 US$1,000. No. I think you got that wrong. Khan got 1.5 million in Floyd's undercard. Khan is a big draw. Even his Twitter page is over. No kid about your Twitter page, bro. There's a load of Asian support.
Oh man, again with the Twitter followers. Get out of here with that.
5 to 1 million Twitter. So what? Check on the top.
I'm trying to tell you how popular the Khan's army is.
No one cares about no Twitter page.
They do. That's what I'm trying to say. The Khan's army is massive.
No one cares.
They don't travel though. They don't travel with him.
You travel. You don't. Bro,
But
like,
Ricky Hatton people travel.
look, Ricky Hatton's fans is louder. That's all it is. Khan's Army don't do that.
Nah, man.
Don't make that. The Khan's Army they don't like that, bro.
There's only one Ricky Hatton.
You don't know about the Khan's Army, bro. Trust me, they'll come for you, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Go ahead, Daz.
They keep talking about
Khan to give away tickets, man. When Khan fought Alexander, you got no fans, man. Go buy the hype.
Nah. It's got plenty. Go ahead.
They keep talking about Khan purses, but everybody with Al Heyman get big purses. That's not nothing new.
Yeah. That's
Everybody with Al Heyman gets huge purses. Look, Berto purses be big as shit, and Berto ain't nobody. His purses be damn near almost as much as Khan's. But they talk about purses. That's what Al Heyman do. Al Heyman can get you a big purse, EJ.
Good as well.
And there goes Frankie Gavin's next opponent, according to BoxRec.
Who's that?
In the chat.
What's that?
There goes Frankie Gavin's next opponent, according to BoxRec.
Who is it? Who is it?
That's South African, man. The IBF International Champ.
That ain't happening. Don't worry about it. That ain't happening. But if it does happen, he's smart too. And he's smart too because he knows Kell's going to blast him up, isn't he? He's smart. If you want to this is what I'm saying. If you want to prolong your career, yeah, like, boy, Kell's not the guy to be going against, man. But Kell needs to go against top opposition. Keith Thurman, a unification bout is what's going on. And no one can tell me nothing, bruv. And you all guys, everyone will agree with that. It'll be a great fight for him. And that's that. Go ahead, B.
Khan Porter, man.
If he fights Porter, Thurman, I forget Khan. You know what I mean? That's good with me.
You see, there you go. Everyone's cool with that. Go ahead, B.
There's no more questions.
No more questions. All right. Fair shake. Go ahead, mix. Hey, Fair shake. Burn. Go ahead, Fair shake, because you ain't even been over it just a minute. Go ahead and burn something, Fair shake. Go ahead.
I was going to say that Keith Thurman and Kell Brook wouldn't be able to be a unification bout because Keith Thurman's a regular champion. You can't make unification bout. Only Floyd Mayweather is able to do unifications.
Yeah.
We know it's a champion. I hear what you're saying. We know it's a champion though. You know what I'm saying? We know Floyd don't want to fight him.
Yeah, that messed up the Quigg and Frampton fight actually. That won't be a unification. Yeah, you're right. Because only Rigondeaux can fight a unification fight against Frampton.
That's correct.
Quigg can't fight it.
Yeah, well, they yeah, you're right. But I agree with that. But we know that. All right, that's a good point. We don't know, but they were just regular super champions and stuff like that. Yeah, all that bullshit, right? But you know what?
Shit.
Hey, why is everyone here real quick, man? Why real quick? Because we seem like we've burned that something out. Let's talk about what's coming up this weekend. Lamont Peterson and Danny Garcia. So we go quickly. I'll go around quickly and ask people who they think is going. Natty, you go first. Go on, Natty.
Man, real quick, man. I think it's gonna be a close fight until about the 8th round, and I got Danny Garcia taking him out of there, man.
Wow, that's a surprise, man. That's a surprise, boy. All right, go ahead, Fair Shake.
You know what, man? I love both of these fighters. They both one of my favorite fighters at the moment, both of them. But for some apparent reason, man, I just think Lamont Peterson going to edge this fight out.
Yeah,
I think he is.
Yeah,
I don't know, man. Lamont Peterson. I've been watching Lamont Peterson training videos. I've been watching Danny Garcia, and Danny's been looking slow, like real slow to me. I don't know. It's just me looking though. It's just my eye. But Danny been looking slow to me, and Lamont been looking. I don't know, man. Lamont just been looking explosive. That's just to me. I think Lamont is a better boxer than Danny. Yeah, and I think Lamont is a better inside fighter than Danny. But Danny got a strong will to win. But I think Lamont might edge it out. You know what I'm saying? I think he might edge it out. But either one of them to win for me is a win for me. But I think Lamont gonna edge this fight out. I don't know. I think he gonna pull it off. I think he can outwork Danny.
All right, yeah, man. I feel that way as well. Go ahead, Beats.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good fight, but I think firepower is going to decide it, and that's Danny's territory, really, isn't it? I think the fire might not be a knockout, but the firepower is just going to edge him out. Like maybe certain rounds that Danny just wins extra big and catches the judge's eyes with the bigger shots, and could be a stoppage, but or a points. Well, I've got Danny winning.
Go ahead, Chris.
I'm gonna go with Danny by decision, but I think he ain't gonna knock him out. But I do think he's gonna knock Peterson down somewhere in the fight, though.
Wave that Puerto Rican flag, Chris.
Hey man, go ahead, Daz.
Yeah, I think Danny's gonna win. For some reason, Peterson likes to trade, and his chin isn't strong enough, man. I think he's a better boxer, but I think he'll walk into something.
Man, all right, cool, man. Well, I got Peterson. I think Peterson win. Peterson's work ethic. You still? Sorry, you didn't finish? Go ahead.
Oh no, I was just gonna add. I think the fight gonna look like the Nate Campbell and Garcia fight. I think it's gonna look like that. When Nate Campbell fought Danny Garcia, I think it's gonna look similar to that fight.
Yeah. It could be. I think Thing will win though. I think Peterson, his work ethic, the way he keeps coming forward and stuff like that. I think Danny won't be able to chance to load up. You know, Danny looked great against Matisse. If that Danny fights Matisse, then I think Peterson's gonna be in a hard night. But he ain't looked too good against Mauricio Herrera, and he didn't look too good. Well, he blew out Sarkar, so I can't really say nothing about that. But if that Danny turns up, the one who fought Matisse, Peterson is going to be in for a hard night. But I think the Peterson who turned up against Amir Khan in that fight, the first fight, that's the Peterson I want to see. I think it'll be a good fight. I think Peterson could edge it out, man. It's just the power and stuff, but then body punches and uppercuts, he's just going to put tremendous pressure on Danny. You know, Danny needs to get some space for him to learn that hook of his. So we'll see, but I think Peterson could put it out, maybe edge it by a split decision. Real quick, Kid Chocolate versus Andy Lee. I'll start with Daz first. Go ahead, Daz.
I got Kid Chocolate, but I don't think he can. But Andy Lee likes to lose fights and come out with a knockout somehow, but I don't think he can handle Kid Chocolate's power, man. He can get knocked out.
Wow. So he's okay by knockout. All right, Chris Caban.
I'm going with an upset. I'm going with Andy Lee.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm going with an upset.
Andy Lee by what, Chris?
I'm going to go with Andy Lee by decision.
Well, cool. All right. Go ahead, Beats.
I just don't see him bailing himself out with one punch in this fight. I don't see it. If Chocolate, is a champion, world champion, he should be competent enough to look out for the one big right hand. He's supposed to win that, man. He should win that. But then again, Chocolate ain't looked very impressive in some of them defenses. But I think he's gonna go a lot of rounds. But I've got to go with Kid Chocolate. I've got to go with Kid Chocolate.
All right, cool. Fishy.
I'm gonna go with Kid Chocolate by probably like a close fight. Kid Chocolate probably win a majority decision. I don't think the fight. I think if anybody gonna get stopped, it's gonna be Andy Lee.
Yeah, it looked that way. Yeah.
I mean, Andy Lee. I don't know, man. Andy Lee. He been getting his ass whipped in his last 2 fights and winning by a knockout.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna overlook the fact that he got his ass whipped.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what I'm saying. But so he ain't been looking too good. He been catching jokers at the right time, and that's good on his behalf. But as far as a boxing match, he been getting fucked up.
Yeah, but he got floored against the African dude a couple of times, and
I think he was doing good against Karbov though.
Yeah, but if Andy could catch him like the African dude, was it Andam or whatever can catch him, boy.
Andam was lighting him up, but he
that's what I'm saying. He can do that. Huh?
Andam is much faster and much fleet.
Andy Lee can't
really fleet of foot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
His movement is ridiculous, and his hands are fast. Yeah. But he couldn't put down Kid Chocolate. Kid Chocolate was eating them punches up like freaking Fruit Loops.
All right, go ahead. Go ahead, go ahead, fair shit, real quick. Go ahead.
Oh, no, I was just saying, in-down foot movement is excellent. So he got good footwork.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Andy Lee don't really got good footwork like that. He's got a wide ass stance and shit.
Go ahead, now.
Fighting David Lemieux.
Who's fighting him?
Enda.
That's
like,
that's for the eliminator.
That's for the vacant. That's for the vacant belt. The vacant belt.
Jermaine Taylor had.
Golden Boy bought the purse bids. They bought the purse. Golden Boy.
I like that.
It's not 100,000, you know.
That's a good fight, man.
That's a real good fight.
Real good fight, man. That's a real good fight. Yeah, go ahead, Natty.
Yeah, man. If Andy Lee could stay on his feet, he probably could come out with the decision, but I don't think he is, man. Kid Chocolate, he's been out of the ring for a while. He's probably dealing with a little bit of ring rust and shit like that, but I think he's gonna catch Andy Lee like in the mid rounds, maybe 7 to 8, and get him out of there.
Yeah. I think Kid Chocolate should win the fight. You know, if this was Kid Chocolate, if he didn't fight, if he didn't have a leg, we would have said it would have been a slam dunk. And you know, you guys have pointed out that he has, you know, looked lackluster in his Kid Chocolate in his couple of his fights, but he looks like he might be up for this fight. I think it should be a good competitive fight. Andy Lee can catch him, can hurt him, but I think like Kid Chocolate, you know, he's shown he can get, even if he gets down, he can come back up and try and put it on him. So I think it'll be close, maybe a split decision, but I think Kid Chocolate should pull it out, man, for me. All right, real quickly, right, and this goes to anyone in the panel, yeah, like I'm not gonna say anyone. What do you guys think of the format of Al Heyman's Premier Boxing compared to the pay-per-view boxing format, where you know you have the entourage, you have the belts, you have the trash talking at the press conference, and now we have basically, it's like making Jamaican food here with no seasoning, right? with the Premier Boxing, it's bland, bro. It's bland. Like it's like there's no flavor, bro. Like there's no flavor in this Premiership boxing, and the fights themselves, yeah, because of the no hype. Like I'll give you an example, the bare knuckle boxing, it made me want to watch because they were trash talking with what's his name again, Stevenson and talking and Rosado, and it made me want to watch the fight. Maybe the fight wasn't that great, but it made you want to watch. And you know, Al Heyman's format, to be honest with you, I swear, I don't know, it is dry, man. Does anyone else want to comment on what I just said?
They can't do that on network TV because Stevenson and Rosado were cussing at each other. They can't have that shit on NBC. They ain't gonna have that. They ain't gonna broadcast that on NBC.
The press conference, I understand the press conference, but at least there's nothing, bro. There's nothing to get. You know, like a fire. There's no flame. There's no fire start. There's nothing to start. It's just the fire and it's bland. Anyone else want to say anything about what I just said? Because
you know, I'm not really that upset about it because we're still gonna have. It's not like boxing has left HBO or pay-per-view or Showtime or anything like that and just gone to network TV. I like it as an addition to what we already have, man. And I'm just glad that more boxing is on TV and a lot more people is getting access to it. You know what I mean? I'm just concerned about the fights personally. Yeah. I just want the fights to be good.
Yeah, I'll take Natty's comment and don't have to say no.
Yeah, because I'll tell you what, it wasn't bad language and ruffling and this and that what caused boxing to come off normal TV. It was just greedy people wanting to put TV on the networks where you had to pay for it. That's the only reason. It wasn't like all the bad mouth and trash talking and that wasn't the reason why it came off. So.
That's not actually true. All right, you might have a point with what you're saying. Right.
I used to do all the time.
No. Let me finish. That's not actually true. I've heard some people in the boxing say, yeah, their friends are doctors, and they said that talk about boxing, and they not just the swearing about the characters in boxing and like the skullduggery and the swearing and stuff. They've got to be very aware of it in this politically correct era we live in. They can't. And that's why Al's doing that. Al's low key himself, so he just doesn't want that. He don't want that. He just wants his stuff to run smoothly. You don't want no one coming out. Nah, because you see, and that way he can control the system. Like the boxers are just boxers. No one's gonna outshout NBC and become bigger than the thing. You're gonna box. And when you're ready to go on Showtime, you go onto a bigger platform. So I understand what he's doing.
Yeah. Well,
you know.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. You know, but I kind of agree with you, though, EJ. I mean, it is bland. It is bland, and I mean, I'm not even speaking as far as like, you know, I understand they can't cuss and they can't be.
Hey, people to mute because it's echoing though. Everyone else mute. Go ahead.
I was just saying, I understand that, you know what I mean, now everybody they don't want people cussing and acting a fool on pretty much on TV in front of the whole world because, you know, it's regular television. But it's just like, like the fighters have it's just like there's no pizzazz. It's just like they're almost like zombies in a way. And it kind of take away from, it don't make you like them. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's about character and it's about personality, and you really can't get the personality of the fighter. You just gotta pretty much just if the fighter good or bad, I mean, you just gotta accept it that way. But sometimes, you know what I mean, in order to be a fan of a person, you gotta like them on a personal level. You gotta like something about him personally, not just him being good or bad. So I mean, I could definitely it do be bland to that point, because I remember I'm gonna give you an example. I told a few people to watch it. There's people that generally don't watch boxing, and I told them, hey man, this fight is gonna be on regular TV now. You know, tune in. And everybody, I told like 3 people, and like 2 out of the 3 people was like, man, that shit was boring. It was like, you know what I'm saying? It was like.
Was that the fights more than that though? It could have been the fights they didn't like.
That's very true. That's very true. But I think if they were a little bit more exciting, they probably would have pulled them in a little more. I mean, because sometimes you're gonna have to fight.
Hey, Beach, you have to mute though, because it's echoing. Yeah. Thanks. Go ahead, Jake.
Sometimes you can have a dud fight, but sometimes the shenanigans can make you can enjoy the event as a whole, but like overall enjoy the event, but necessarily not enjoy the fight. So I think they should really be focusing on the event as well as the fights. Like it's an event, make the event be eventful.
Yeah.
And so I mean, but a quick question: do anybody know that Al Heyman brother fought Sugar Ray Leonard? Anybody know that?
No, I didn't know that.
Wow.
Hey, man, who's
Yeah, I
heard that.
Did anyone know that Al Heyman actually was working with Audley to relaunch A-Force Promotions back in the day when he went to America?
No, I didn't know that either, man.
Yeah.
Hey, what you said, because somebody said mute, because I'm
Sorry,
good.
I'm gonna mute. I was just gonna talk.
Thanks, please. Yeah, because you know what? If you look at Angel is so vocal all the time, bro. Yeah, like that. He's vocal all the time.
Yeah.
Have you noticed how he's just low key in this? Like you wouldn't even know the Angel's even there, like a mouse, bro. And it's like, man, come on now, Angel. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm looking at him like, all right, you know, it's like, okay, is this what we're gonna do to get boxing on TV and fight? We're gonna just get the fights, yeah. But each of these fights, yeah, if they was on pay-per-view TV, right, with the normal setup, I think they would have been bigger, man. They would have been bigger. Like we was just happy that Robert Guerrero damn near gave Keith Thurman a good fight in that fight, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, but if it was a normal pay-per-view TV, trash talking, Robert Guerrero's dad and this and that, it would have been a bigger event than it was, I guess, man. But you know, like you said, I agree with you, Beast. You know, Al Heyman is a low key, and maybe he's trying to make the whole thing low key, but shit's bland, like, man. Like, look, for casual fans, I can't like. You know, like my friend, yo, come over and watch this thing. Like, man, what the fuck's that? Come on, man. UFC's more exciting. You know what I mean? Like some of the fights are more exciting. They allowed to trash talk, and the UFC's on normal TV. They're on Fox. Why can't they trash talk? Why can't boxers still do that? Just within moderation, you know. Just basically tell them no swearing and keep and you know that's what I'm saying though.
But the UFC, let me just finish that point. Now. UFC ain't really getting great endorsements. Al's looking at some really good endorsement. Some really good advertising and stuff like that. He's looking at a long-term thing. So, yes, he's going to have to get some stuff to make it more colorful, but it won't be that through them using colorful language or going outlandish. He's going to have to either, you know, get more props to make the set look better and look, you know, and whatever, and do stuff like that. And but right now he's doing the right thing. He's like, don't let the shit be destroyed by someone coming to Broner to it, rap music and stuff like that, and cursing, and then grinding on a no. He's got to stop all that. You got to bring it back to the noble art. It's a good thing. It's a good format.
All right, Jay-Z, when Jay-Z's debut on ESPN, he had major sponsors in the commercials and everything already, and they were allowed to do how trash talk can be anyone. Okay, ESPN is not normal TV, like, you know, on CB, whatever, but they had all this sponsors. Like Jay-Z's already got on Rock thing, they've already got the sponsors already. They've already got major. You're saying like the sponsor, but no, where's all the sponsors? They haven't come forward. None of the sponsors have come forward yet. Like the sponsors already there with Jay-Z already. Like with Rock Nation, because he's got Jay-Z Jay-Z Sports thing. They've already got NBA stars. They got Kevin Durant. They already have the major sponsors already. So maybe it's the case of Rock Nation has all the major sponsors already, man. You know what I'm saying? And they haven't changed. They haven't changed their blueprint. What else?
You know what too though, EJ? I was reading that Al Heyman has a lot of investors in this PBC thing. So
Okay.
you have investors, everybody. You're not the only one that make decisions. The investors get to make decisions as well. So maybe the investors all came together with Al Heyman and made this decision that we don't want none of that crazy stuff happening on our dime. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, this is gonna be a clean cut event.
Okay.
dig it. So maybe this is something like maybe it's something that somebody that the conglomerate put together. I don't know. It just seems like it don't seem like something it don't seem natural. So it seems like something is happening. I don't know what.
Yeah, but if you're a major sponsor or corporate, because days like Mike Tyson, and even in the 50s, guys used to just come. It's a different era. I understand that. Different era where Mike Tyson just come to the ring, knock out guys. That was violent enough. You didn't even need to trash talk. Just come and just knock out a dude and just go back in the ring. Unless you're pulling out someone like a Mike Tyson, then it's different, man. But the fighters, them fighters, what we're on network TV. The whole thing, what sells them is most of them is their personality. Adrian Broner and Adrian Garcia, take away their personality, bruh. It is a different, bruh. It's a different proposition what we're watching on TV because we know how they are. But it's a whole different ball game. I'm just saying, I understand we want them on TV, but okay, give it this one. On ITV, we had Carl Frampton versus an American dude. They were trash till call it over, and it was on normal ITV. How come we're allowed to do it on our normal TV over here? Barry McGugan had it on ITV. Then he had Scott Quick come in the ring talking greasy, backwards and forward. Barry McGugan talking, and you're not even a real champion. We're allowed to do it in the UK, but we can't.
What I see, man, UK TV is a little more liberal, man, with language and nudity and things of that nature. I watch some of the UK shows on TV. I'm like, shit, this could never be aired.
There wasn't no swearing though. There wasn't no swearing. It was just basically banter, but there wasn't no like swearing, overall swearing. I'm just saying, like they're allowed to. Like Adrian Broner said, I could be Americans and this. And the guy just played the mic away from. Like, man, he even swearing. Like, he's just saying.
Right, yeah, we're not gonna go there again because Adrian Broner. I know what that was though, because Adrian Broner got himself in a hot seat the last time he said that shit.
Yeah, true that.
So he's like, we ain't gonna go down that road again and have to repair and all of that good shit. Yeah. But yo, fam, I gotta bounce, man.
Natty, stay for me. I'm just gonna I'm just gonna end the show. Beach, you wanna say something last word?
No, I'm just saying, like the ITV thing was a one-off. We don't even know if we're gonna see it again, so they don't exactly have a format in place at the moment. But you know,
That's a good point, Beach. Good Beach, man. All right, so we're gonna bounce, guys. Yeah, you guys wanna stick around after we come off air? It's up to you guys. So from Daz, Boxing Beats and Rhymes, Fair Shake Boxing is always gives a fair view. Natty Turner, Jamaican bad boy, Chris Becker, Van Duke, biggest supporter, EJ Boxing Live, Ashley Knuckles, and Dan the Man, and anyone else. Oh yeah, J Dill. Sorry your thing wasn't working, but it was a good show. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And hey, remember you fight fans, Mayweather second. I've got another hangout, so try and get on that one. But thanks for coming over, guys, and we'll catch you next one. Peace.
Bless up.
Bless it.